my little doohickey on my tripod. My little tripod here. Oh, come on. Go down. I'm super excited because I finally got my Shroud Cosmetics It's Freakin' Bats eyeshadow palette in today, and I want to play with it. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I also got a new tarot deck in today, so I want to show you guys that. Super excited. So yeah, that's basically what the live is going to be tonight. There's not going to be any negativity. Hi, Carrie. How are you? And yeah, I know there's a lot going on with Ashley tonight. We might touch on, hi, Kevin. We might touch on Ashley tonight at some point, but I really just want this to be like a chillaxed, hi, Janari. I want this to be like a relaxed, just live where we hang out, play with makeup. Hi, Harley. And that kind of a thing. I'm doing all right. We had a good day. My family unexpectedly showed up today. My mom, my niece, my stepdad. So we actually did like this big family day. Hi, Triple Bless Mama. So as I was saying, I think before any of you guys came in, I got the Shroud Cosmetics Beaut Bean eyeshadow palette finally in. I ordered this months and months and months ago, and it came in today, and I want to play with it. I want to do my makeup. I just want to chill. If you guys are here to talk about Ashley, then maybe we can talk about it after we do some makeup and hang out, but I just want this to be like a chillaxed live. Last night got a little out of control at the end, which wasn't any of y'all's fault, but look at how beautiful this is. I swatched it earlier and did a TikTok, and these shimmers, if you can tell, they're super soft. And I also got a new tarot deck in today, the Mermaid Tarot from Dame Darcy's. So I want to also maybe pull some cards at some point. We'll see how the live goes. I will also say that my daughter is in my filming room right now. She wants to sleep in the bed. So I kind of don't want to talk about too many negative things, if you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. So as always, the rules are pretty simple. No bullying, no harassment. Be respectful, that kind of thing. Chicken wing. Hi, Harley. Hi, Triple Bliss Mama. Hi, Kevin. Yep, let's just chill. I'm going to finish up some statistics homework while we hang out. Awesome, Kevin. I love that. Hi, Lucky 11, aka Nicole. Emerging, that tarot deck looks awesome. Yeah, look at it, Kevin. So it's by Dame Darcy. I also own her Witchy Cat deck. And then I also own her Queen Alice deck, which I can grab at some point. But the cards are just so beautiful. They're like classic, if you know what I mean. And I love her artistry. I actually own a original art piece by her as well. And she just makes some really beautiful things. She's actually like pretty famous in Japan. I'm kind of hoping this live is kind of small tonight too. Please remember to keep things kind. Tarrah is about positivity, so let's keep it that way. We will talk about Ashley later, and will not allow any comments about Ashley's looks or mental health. Absolutely. So yeah, I kind of just want to do all that tonight. Oh, I'll show you the Witchy Cat deck too, Kevin. Her name is Dame, D-A-M-E, Darcy, D-A-R-C-Y. If you're interested in like checking her out on Instagram or anything. So this is the Witchy Cat deck, which is so beautiful. They all have like a cat theme, obviously, Witchy Cat. And then her Queen Alice deck, I'll just grab it. I might as well just show you really quickly, and then we can play with makeup and chit chat. What are you drawing over there, baby?
Does May have 30 or 31?
You're doing May?
Yeah.
I don't know. How many months does May have? Oh! Thank you, Kevin. You didn't have to send me a super chat. That's super sweet of you. Thank you. Eyebrows on fleek. Listen, eyebrows are the #1 thing I struggle with. Like, I've been shaving off the sides of my eyebrows. Yes, this is very kind of Kevin. So look at, this is the Queen Alice deck by her. And the artistry is just so beautiful. Hi, Deb. So these are the 3 decks that she's made, is the Queen Alice deck, the Mermaid Tarot, which she's made an upgraded version to this deck, but I actually like the more classic style to the Mermaid deck, if that makes sense.
Mermaid deck?
The mermaid deck, yes.
Nice.
And then the cat deck. I mean, look at this artistry. It's so beautiful. I still can't believe you did that, Kevin. Thank you. Yeah, I love getting tarot decks that are made by people. I mean, I have decks that are obviously from Amazon as well that are mass produced, but I like smaller artists, if that makes sense. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Deb. How are you, sweetheart? How was everyone's day today, by the way? Today is a full moon, if you didn't know as well. So I usually do like full moon rituals and everything. So I'll probably do that later tonight. Not on here because my full moon rituals are personal to me. But if you guys do any full moon rituals and you're open to sharing, I would love to hear what you guys do for... Oh, I put the wrong cards in the box. I would love to know what you guys do for your full moon rituals. Today during our family day, I literally just read everyone's cards all day. It was pretty cool. Can you recommend someone to do a lost love reading? My mom passed away from ovarian cancer and I'm having a really hard time. I'm really sorry that you're going through that, Harley. In my personal... Why are you out of bed?
No, I'm just looking at the moon.
Oh, you're looking at the moon? That's okay. So, sorry, my daughter's in here. So if I get distracted easily, that's why. So I hope you guys can understand. So, I am a firm believer that somebody cannot connect with lost loved ones just by reading tarot unless they are a medium. My hair is going crazy. I need water back. So, recommendations. I honestly don't have anyone that I know currently that is connecting with lost loved ones. I do know someone that does that type of work, but she's currently not doing it because she needed to take time off from it because it was getting to be a lot. So I'm sorry, I honestly don't have any recommendations, but I will say that if you find somebody that says that they do lost loved one kind of thing, like work, to do your research, read reviews on them. Any reputable person will have some type of website or some way that you can read reviews from other people. How do you get my name to be highlighted, Carrie? Carrie's name is highlighted because she's a mod. Oh, if you mean like to @ somebody, yes, you just do the @ symbol. If that makes sense. But you want to do @ and then their name right after, honey. Like you see how you have a space, Deb? You don't want to have that space. You want it to be without the space. So like @ and then right after you would want, see, this is why I have bangs, y'all. Look at this 5 head. And then I have this huge vein that goes down. Like when I cry, it gets really big. So I got some, I think, good news in regards to some stuff today, which is really great. I think I got some good news as far as stuff with, I know you love my unicorn headband. Hi, Shannon. I'm doing good. I had a good day today. We had a good family day. We just did like a bunch of family stuff. I read cards for everyone in my family. It was really nice. I want to know how y'all's day was. I asked and no one said. It still didn't do it. That's weird. You won't be able to see it highlighted. Only the person you tag will. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Social Reject is right. By the way, hi, Social Reject. How are you, darling? So I'm going to prime my face with the NYX, the Marshmallow Primer. I love this stuff. TikTok made me buy this. It's Amazeballs, and it smells so good. What?
Ooh, that looks good.
You're supposed to be in bed. I know that you're on school vacation, but you're still supposed to be in bed. And I told you that if I had to keep talking to you, you were not going to be able to stay up here, right? Is that what we talked about? Yes. So can you please lay down? You want what?
No, I don't want anything.
You can watch me do my makeup. That's fine. But you need to stay relaxed and focus on trying to get some sleep, okay?
I might even fall asleep when I'm watching you.
I just got this Tatcha primer that I'm in love with. Kevin, is it the Silk Canvas primer? I have that one. I have the one that comes in the round thing. Hold on, where is it? If y'all saw my makeup collection, you would probably throw up. But are you talking about this one? Or are you talking, like, look, there's dust on it. This one or the one that comes in, they made a new one, like a new version of this that's like it's like a liquid form. The unicorn headband is everything. Yeah, I got this, I don't even remember where I got this, to be honest with you. I got one for my daughter too, but she ruined it. I've had it for a few years. Oh, never mind. Her brother ruined it. My day was okay, just had school. Oh, school is stressful. That's super cool. I've only read for my mom once, but we had a family day too, and now I'm trying to get motivation to be productive. Well, Shannon, I don't know if being in a live is going to make you be productive. I mean, I hope it motivates you. Yes, that's it. Oh, so this one, yeah, I like this. The only thing is that some of the foundations that I used with it didn't really they didn't go well together, if that makes sense. But I do really like this. I actually prefer this. So I had gotten a sample of it, and then I liked the sample, used the sample, and I got the full size. But I actually prefer this when I'm not wearing makeup, which sounds really crazy, but I do really like it. By the way, look at this mug. Isn't it freaking gorgeous?
I love the butterflies.
The butterflies, yeah. It's handmade by a beautiful woman that is kind of local to me.
Nice.
Yeah, it is nice. I ate so much food and didn't brush my teeth yet, and I can totally tell. Had a very productive day myself, working on some new products for my little business. Oh, that's awesome, Lauren. What do you do for your business? I'm always open to finding small businesses. Isn't it beautiful, Lauren? She does a great job. I collect handmade mugs. They're expensive, don't get me wrong, but I should say I collect a lot of things. We talked about this last night. I have a little bit of a shopping problem sometimes. Well, not sometimes, but I'm working on it, and I just love supporting small businesses. So I collect a lot of art. Hi, I've been scared to talk about everything going on, but there's not so many people in here. Your headband is amazing. Well, I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to talk, Equinox. I figured if I made it a point to say, hey, we're not talking about Ashley in the beginning, and in my thumbnail, there would be less people. I make polymer clay roach clips and dab tools. Well, you should reach out to me on Instagram, Lauren, because I would love to talk to you about what you do and check out your stuff. So I was sent the whole new Charlotte Tilbury brow line, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super in love with it. It's not bad. I do like that it's refillable, so you can just buy the inserts and you don't have to keep buying the rest of it, which is great for waste. But it's kind of a pain in the butt because the insert never wants to go in, and then it doesn't want to roll up and down, then it will roll up and down. But they're not the best brow products. They're not bad, but if you like it, they're super waxy, I should say. And like I said, I'm not really great with doing my brows, but I don't know. I wish they were just a little bit better, especially for the price, because the price for them is kind of outrageous. But I'm really bad at my brows, so I'm just going to get them out of the way really quickly. You are always safe here. We do not put up with anyone bullying our viewers. Absolutely, Carrie is right. So I used to love and use, I still use it, but I do love the KVD Beauty brow pomades. Love them. They're amazing, but they're expensive. So I saw that e.l.f. makes a brow pomade, and I've been using this, and I actually really like it. Now, the staying power on it isn't the greatest, but it works pretty good for what I want it to be used for. Sometimes I'll have to go back in and redraw my my tail or whatever, but I've actually been loving the shorter brow, this short spiky brow. That's why I shaved all my little hairs off here. But do you guys do any makeup? Are any of you guys people that I know Kevin likes makeup, but are you guys somebody who likes to do makeup? I'd love to send you some goodies. I make all sorts of funky stuff on Bohemian West Studio on Insta. I'll definitely get in touch with you, babe. So send me a DM, Lauren. So my Instagram is just Tarrah_Kristine. It's also linked in all of my YouTube subscription boxes. Oh, I'm glad you love makeup, Kristen. Me too. I actually started my channel on YouTube as a makeup channel, but then I kind of lost the passion of making just makeup content. But if you guys would be interested in some makeup videos, I would be totally down to film them when I feel inspired to. I know it wouldn't be for everybody, but I think that there would be like a decent amount of my audience that would enjoy that kind of content. I have a makeup room that I'm working on and upgrading. Oh, that's awesome, Kristen. Tarrah is the best and people feed off her kindness. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. I try. Love makeup. Thank you, Harley. Thank you, Harley. I'm glad, Harley. Today, off topic. Totally off topic, but I took a video outside and there's orbs that are in the video. Like outside of your house, there's orbs.
That's so cool.
That is cool, right? We know about orbs, right?
I forgot about.
You forgot about orbs?
Yeah.
Well, I will talk to you about it another time when you're not supposed to be going to bed.
Like tomorrow.
Like
In
tomorrow.
In the morning.
We read cards today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
Did you have fun with your cousin today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. See, look at my brows. I'll clean them up, but kind of scared. Well, orbs aren't always a bad thing, honey.
What is an orb? Can you tell me a little?
I will talk to you about it another time.
What about
Now is
your life?
now is not, no, because you should be sleeping by the time I'm done doing my live.
Okay.
I can tell you're already getting tired. Don't fight it. You need to be laying down and relaxing. Sorry, I didn't know your kid was in the room. Just joined. No, it's okay. I talk about all of this stuff with my children. I just make it age appropriate, if that makes sense. Like my family is, how do I put it? We've always grown up, like I grew up talking about it. Even though my mom went through a lot of her stuff that she's gone through and we didn't have the best relationship growing up, our family has always been really spiritual. Oh, that sweet little voice. Yeah, she's an angel. I love makeup, but it's hard to keep up with products being released to watch the beauty community because there's so much problematic people in it. I'm sure there's great ones, but I stay away entirely. That's another reason why I stopped making beauty content, Shannon, is because I didn't want to be somebody to make people feel like they needed to buy things. And I felt like the beauty community, not like you said, not everybody, but a lot of people were starting to be super toxic and people were putting brands and money before, I mean, you can kind of say that about any community, but they were putting all of that like before their audience. And I just didn't agree with that. I didn't want to contribute to that at all. Look at how horrible my brows are coming out right now.
Oh my God.
I know, right? They're being so cruel to me, huh? So I don't know. I just kind of lost my passion for it when I started seeing like the dark side of the beauty community, if that makes sense. So I can totally relate to that. If you're looking for a really great YouTuber that does beauty content, actually the person that this palette is in collaboration with, Beaut, absolutely amazing. Love her style, love her vibe. She supports indie artists. I mean, even or indie makeup companies, even who she did her indie, even who she did the collab with, Shroud Cosmetics, is an indie brand, and I love that she supports indie brands. That's basically what her channel is supporting indie brands. I love your makeup. I don't know right now. These brows are deceiving me. They're hurting my feelings over here.
They're like...
I know. They're like being so rude to me right now.
They're like... I'm gonna fight you.
They want to fight me? I don't know if my brows want to fight me, but they're being a little rude. Kevin, you said brows slay. I think you jinxed me, Kevin. Because he said that my brows slay brows, or brows on fleek. That's what he said, brows on fleek, and my brows are not on fleek.
What is fleek?
It's okay. She knows about orbs. She's just hoping to stay up a little later. Thank you, Carrie. Exactly.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Girl.
I really
Don't feel bad, Ashley, at all. Do not feel bad. I've been working remote for a year, so I can't wait to get back to the office and wear makeup again. Yeah, I bet that's rough, working from home all the time. I mean, I kind of wish I could work from home all the time, to be honest, but I don't wear makeup at work because I work in a kitchen, and I used to, but then I would like sweat and it would get in my eyes, and I just noticed my skin would start breaking out way worse than it used to. So I'm going in with the ABH Brow Freeze. I freaking love this stuff. I mean, look at how good this stuff is, y'all. Like, it transforms your brows. I got like no brows, and this transforms your brows into something spectacular. Look at the difference, y'all. Do you see this? Look at how amazing this is. So good. So freaking good.
It turns your no brows.
I do have super chats. I have super chats, but I don't want anyone to feel like they have to send me money. I like how they're half brows. Yeah, I've been digging that style. I'm going to clean them up more with concealer too, but I've been digging that style. It just fits my face better because I don't know why, but when I used to do my brows like how everyone else does them, I didn't like the way I did it for years like that. Don't get me wrong. And unless I go get my brows done professionally, it just doesn't look right when I do my brows like how everybody else does them. So I like the short, spiky, I call them short and spiky brows on my face more. This brow is giving me more life than this brow over here. This brow is like a dull little guy. But like I said, I'll clean it up. But I like short, feathery brows. I don't know why. And I like shaving the tail off because I can pretty much do whatever I want with them. But when I get my brows professionally done, they're beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. They look amazeballs. But other than that, they don't. And I just don't, I think the closest place I can get my brows done is like an hour away. And I honestly just don't have the time to do it. Have you tried any of the Selena Spooky Boo palettes? No, I haven't, Carrie. I'll have to check that out.
Ooh.
I loved it for a while, but it got old. You loved what for a while? Oh, working remotely? Yeah, I could imagine it would get old really quickly. Like I said, I kind of wish that I could work from home sometimes, just because when I do taxes, I work from home. But like, I mean, as far as like work in general, just because I miss a lot of time with my kids because I work so much. And I guess if I ever did create content full time and just did content, I would obviously just be working from home. But I could imagine, especially if you're somebody, like for me, I don't really have a social life except for work and on the internet, so I could see it being very lonely and annoying. Isn't there supposed to be a $sign on the typing bar? It should be on the right hand, I think it's the right hand corner, you'll see something. I don't know, Kevin, if Kevin's still in here, he sent me a super chat. He might be able to walk you through it, but I don't want you to feel like you have to send me money, Deb. I mean, I appreciate it, but you don't have to send me money. It's so hard to find a good brow tech. It is. And the place that's like the closest to me, which is like an hour away, they don't do a very good job at all. When I lived in the city, I had the best brow girl. And if you go back on my Instagram and scroll down like 3 years ago, my brows were, because she was so good. Where's my concealer? I'm just going to use this ColourPop concealer to carve my brows out. Maybe if I can find a brush. I need the brush. Where's my little tiny brush that I love so much for carving brows out? Here she is.
Who's that?
Who's who? Who's what?
Who's that?
It's a brush so I can carve my brows out so they look a little bit better than they do now, because they look a little scary right now. One brow is thicker than the other. Sorry guys, I have to be quiet when I do this. But I always try to tell myself, brows are supposed to be sisters, not twins, right? So. What's a what, baby? No. You know what a sister and a twin are? You're just trying to come up with excuses to have conversation and stay up.
No.
Did you find the smelly strawberry? This sweet smelly strawberry up there on the bed? You know, Mommy's gonna have to edit after this, so you're gonna have to not kick me.
Where is it?
Y'all, my daughter sleeps with her eyes open. She has since she was a baby. Oh, you found it? But yeah, I really love this ABH Brow Freeze. It's so freaking good. I'm gonna put my makeup away as I do each step because it's just easier for me and less of a mess. So I had picked out my makeup to do the other night with you guys, but then like SHIT hit the fan. So I might change up some of the stuff I have picked out, but we'll see. Hey, I'm here. Give me a sec. No, you're fine, honey. Look to the right of where you like type in something to chat. You'll see a $sign. Thanks. Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Click on the $sign and choose super chat. So if you're wondering how to do a super chat, that's how you do it. I've only ever sent a few YouTubers super chats. Exactly, I live in the sticks, and same when I was in the city, chef's kiss, not so much now. Yeah, Lauren, it stinks so bad because it's like, I want a good nail tech too, man. So I feel like for an eye base, I don't know, what do you guys think I should use? I'm gonna pull out a few eyeshadow primers. I have a few here. From what I've seen from I haven't really seen any tutorials of this product, like of this eyeshadow palette, besides Beaut Beans tutorials on it. And she always uses the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion. Now this one is so old, y'all, that it still has the squeezy tube. Don't come for me. So I have the original Urban Decay Primer Potion, and then I have the Eden version, which I use this all the time. But I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. And then I know I have more than that. Where's my kaleidoscope one? I have the I have the Kaleidos one too. I don't know where it is. So yeah, maybe we should just, we're twins, yay. Why, do you use the Eden one too? Or do you have all three of these? Is that why, Kevin? I love the shade Eden in this because it like cancels out. See how my eyes are? It cancels all that out, but it's not so over pigmented. Sometimes I just use concealer, but these shadows, when I you know what? Maybe I should swatch them for you because you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'll do the first 3 row. Like these shimmers are so soft. Like look, that was one swatch and I like dug into it, but look, I'm pressing on it like very lightly and look at that pigment, y'all. And then like I'm lightly swatching. So I feel like these are going to be super, super pigmented on the eyes. The environment is a pleasant place to be. Thank you, Deb. You guys are going to make me cry. Like you're literally going to make me cry. You don't have to send me money, guys. I appreciate it, but I'll probably just donate the super chat money, to be honest. I don't know if there's any fallout yet. That's why I'm doing my eye makeup first. I just got this in the mail. So, I want to play with it. Look at this color right here. I was going to buy the new Kaleidos, the blue palette that they had that they just released because I love their eyeshadows. But I felt the color story was very similar to this one. So that was the first row. Well, I appreciate you guys doing that. You don't have to. Oh, thank God it unfreezed. No, you guys, sorry. It was, now my screen is all dark. My friend from prison keeps trying to call me and it is messing up my live. So hold on, guys. Is it working now for you guys? I'm sorry. What I was trying to say is that I'm nasty right now because I don't have water. I don't use makeup wipes, so I'm just licking my fingers and wiping the swatches off. I'm the only one that's going to use this, so I don't care. When I do professional makeup, I have palettes that I specifically use on other people, not myself. Yeah, it's beautiful, right? It's like a blue purple. You see it?
Where?
Watching some ads. Be right back. No problem. So I'm going to do the second row. Like these are so pigmented, you guys. So those are like super light swatches. Look at that. And the shimmers have like this, especially this purple one right here, the shimmer, it has like these really beautiful gold reflex in them. Hi, Haley. How are you, darling? And then we'll do the third row. So with me saying like this is going to be, I have a feeling there's going to be fallout. So that's why I'm not doing my base. But look at how, I mean, these are super light swatches of this palette. And it's just so beautiful. I feel like I missed comments when I froze, so hold on. Girl, I've been getting my face microneedled once a month and it's done wonders for my dark circles. Yeah, it's genetic for me with the dark circles. And I also feel like because of my autoimmune issues, it is another reason. Plus, I'm always tired because I never sleep. I'm glad that microneedling is working for you, though. You are worth it, hun. Well, thank you, Deb. I appreciate it so much. It is very kind, right, Carrie?
Yeah.
Yay, I mean, I just like supporting good people. I appreciate it, Kevin. I seen your name somewhere else today. Welcome. I love your name. Yeah, Shift Happens. I love them too. Love the third row, right? It's just so beautiful, but I feel like a lot of people would be intimidated by it because of the color story. But when I saw her launch video for this palette, I was like, oh my gosh, that color story is so unique and beautiful. I haven't seen anything like it on the market. And then Kaleidos released their, I mean, this launch was an SHIT show in itself. They did a pre-order that sold out. They did the launch that sold out. And then they did another like pre-sale for this palette. And I got this, I paid for this palette like 6 months ago, something crazy like that. Like it's been some months, let's just put it that way. And because of the big C and just all this other stuff, it took forever for them to get, there's still people waiting for their palettes, right? But I will say the good thing about this company is that they sent monthly emails to everybody and let everybody know where their orders were, where they were. They also changed their location during the middle of this palette shenanigan. They went through a lot with this palette, and they were an indie brand, so it was like an influx of orders, and yeah, so it was a lot for them to handle, but they did it. Hi, your mom goes to college. How are you, darling? I hope you're having a good day. I'm good, honey. How's you? My kid's school holiday finished today, so weird being alone. Yeah, my kid's holiday just started today. So it's been the opposite for me. And usually I work Mondays, but I took today off. And I usually have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off from my full-time job. And so now I have a 3 days off. And I planned on spending today editing my Turnabout Ranch video, but then Kyle came home from work with my mom and my niece. So I was like, oh, I guess it's family day. So I ended up just like not really being on social media much and just spending time with my family. I'm good, honey. Busy week. Oh, that sucks. I love supporting great indie brands. Absolutely, mind your manners. It's Tuesday here. Oh, so you're a day ahead of us. It's a full moon here. COVID is crazy down here. Where's that? Is that in Florida? Because I've heard Florida is absolutely crazy right now. I was supposed to go to Florida and I haven't yet. I'm fully vaccinated, but still. So which eyeshadow primer should I use? Should I use the original Urban Decay Primer Potion, the Eden one that I always use, or should I use the Anastasia one? Which one do you think, guys? PA? Oh, in PA it's bad, really? I used to live in Pennsylvania, but in like rural Pennsylvania, like Hansdale, Pocono Mountains. You deserve it, Tarrah. I deserve what? Shift Happens. You deserve it. You're amazing. It is 11:23 a.m. on Tuesday here in, oh yeah, in Aussie. I like the Anastasia. Okay, we can do Anastasia. Let's see. It's very quiet tonight, knock on wood. I know, I'm hoping it stays that way, Carrie. We've been at my husband's cancer doctor today. Hopefully we get some answers. Oh, I really hope you do too, Deb. It's so sad how many people I talk to in the chat and just every day on Instagram and stuff that are going through cancer or have someone like a loved one that's going through it. It's very, very, very sad. And yeah. Harrisburg, PA. We got some PA people up in here. I finally caught you live. Well, hi, Stacy. We're just doing makeup and hanging out tonight. So I think we're going to do the Anastasia because that's what seemed to be what I was recommended. It's so hard because he's back on pain pills. Oh, that's going to be really rough. You only need the tiniest bit of this Anastasia one because it's so pigmented. I really hope that everything with him goes well. Deb, it's so stressful and so heartbreaking. I couldn't imagine dealing with that. I have been pretty blessed. I've only had a few people in my life that have dealt with cancer, and it was really sad and hard to watch. But some people, it's just like, I couldn't imagine like Kyle, or like some people have their children that go through it, and it's just so heartbreaking. Sorry guys, I can't look at the chat while I put this on because obviously it's my eyeballs. So give me a second. Are you watching me? Yeah. Some people find makeup applications super soothing. I love those channels that make like, they don't talk at all. They just apply makeup. I used to work at Devon's Seafood Grill. Now I'm at the postal and still delivering mail. Hey, getting in at the postal service is a good job, man. Fingers crossed and healing thoughts sent your way and your husband's way, Deb. Absolutely. Has anyone seen baby Eliza on TikTok? No, I haven't, Kristen. He was 9 years sober and got sick again. Oh, that's so awful, Deb. That's the hard part for when you're an addict. When you go through surgery or any kind of illness where you require pain management, it's super hard because, you know, it's like, what do you do? Are you going to be in constant pain, or are you going to have to surrender and say, okay, I need that medication? It's like me with hand surgery. I'm like, I used to say, okay, if I'm at the hospital and having, because I've had a lot of surgeries, I would say, okay, if I'm at the hospital, I'll take the pain medication. But if I go home, I don't want pain medication. But now I'm to a point where I'm like, I don't even want it in the hospital. But I think when you're terminal or going through something like cancer, or, you know, everybody's pain level is different. Everybody's different, but that's how I feel. If you're going through that, you should feel as comfortable as you possibly can. You totally deserve a few days off, girl. Yeah, I definitely do. Shift happens. It's been a lot. I'm so overwhelmed. And I had somebody comment on my last live, basically, in a nutshell, I'm paraphrasing, but say that I thought you were coming and making a series with facts. You're spreading misinformation about Ashley. And I think that you saw that all the money Ashley could make you, so that's why you're continuing to use her. And I tried explaining, like, no, I'm making live streams because I miss a lot of the stuff that happens, and then I'm sent emails, and it's easier for me to talk to the community in a live stream than it is for me making 20 plus TikToks about it and trying to answer 100 emails. And when I say like that many, I'm not exaggerating. So it's a lot, it's overwhelming, and I'm just one person. And because I'm the only person covering Ashley right now, I don't want to make this about Ashley. I just want to say this really quickly. Since I'm the only person covering Ashley right now on TikTok, for now, that's all I will say, I'm the one that's getting all of the information from people. So it's a lot. It's a lot of information. And I appreciate the feedback that I get from the community and the information that I get from the community. And I also like to hear what you guys think and pick your brains. I've been there 8 years. Yeah, that's a good job. 8 years is a long time too. 24, about to be 25 on May 25th. Oh, you got a birthday coming up, Ashley. It's awful. We've been living this life for 15 years. He just wants to get back to normal. Oh, I'm so sorry, Deb. Little 2-year-old who has terminal cancer. Oh, I would probably not be able to watch that without crying my eyes out. Ush, I wish I was still that old. Breaks my heart. Oh, I bet. That's crazy. You're like 25 miles away from me, or minutes away from me. Oh, that's not far, how close you guys are. And he has surrendered and is taking it. He's on F and OX. Well, sometimes you have to. Like, especially if you're in absolute chronic pain, you know? I'm actually in Camp Hill, but no one knows where that is if you don't live there. That's kind of like where I live. Like, no one knows where I live unless you live there. Hi, all. In case I'm on a different name, but this is friend Paisley. Hi, Paisley. I love my carrier. She's amazing. In my house, I call her female man. I love my mail carriers too. They're all freaking amazing. The one UPS lady that comes here, she always has treats for my dogs and everything. They're just so great. Hi, Amy. I'm glad you caught alive. Oh, a couple weeks. I couldn't imagine losing a child. I couldn't imagine her parents. Tarrah, this has been on my mind all day, but I used to be a political TikToker, but I was thinking instead of bashing Ashley, I would use my platform to say things about addiction because what do you mean bashing? Oh, but I was thinking I was going to say why your mom goes to college. I don't think you should be following me if you want to make a TikTok bashing her. Have I seen your TikTok, your mom goes to college? I feel like I haven't seen your TikTok then. But instead of bashing Ashley, I would use my platform to say things about addiction because I already know a lot about it. Absolutely. I think there are too many accounts right now that are, and I mean, I'm kind of guilty of it too because I talk about it, even though my TikTok account is definitely not all about Ashley. But I feel like there's too many accounts just talking about her and that's it. And there's too many accounts that do borderline on bullying when it comes to her. So I think that would be absolutely great for you to do because we could never have too many people spreading awareness about addiction and about recovery. Oh, thank you, Amy Bates. The sad thing is she thinks she's getting better, but she's not. Yeah, it is sad. I love turning a negative into a positive. Absolutely, me too. It's so stressful. Well, my husband has a BMT 15 years ago, and it's been an uphill battle. Oh, I'm so sorry, Deb. My entire For You page is accounts about Ashley. I believe it, Kristen. And like I said, I'm kind of guilty of that as well. But that's kind of why I wanted to start doing the lives on here, which I was trying to explain to that girl was that it's like overwhelming on TikTok. Everything is about her and it's bringing traffic to her YouTube, to her TikTok. She's only going up in followers, right? So I felt it was better for me to talk about it in live stream on YouTube because I feel like people are starting to get burnt out by it, right? And like I said, at some point it becomes borderline bullying and harassment. And there have been people that I've supported that I've been sent things about that I thought were in it for the right reasons. And then I was sent things and I was like, I was totally wrong about this person. So maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm too trusting, but like, yeah. Like I wouldn't be bashing her, but maybe it would bring awareness that could go her way. That would maybe become a place where she would want to speak out. I think that posting clips about Ashley or of Ashley may not be the best route to go because like I said, there's so many of them at this point and it's not helping because it just furthers her narrative of people bullying and harassing her and people making pages for clout, if that makes sense. factual awareness is key, not the unfortunate ridiculousness happening. Exactly. But I'm commenting on some, so I'm not helping. Yeah, and that's the thing too with the algorithm on TikTok. Like the algorithm on TikTok is amazing. They know what you want to see. They know how long you're watching. Even if you don't like or comment, they can see that you're watching the whole video. And if you do comment or interact, they're going to keep pumping that content out to you. Yes, Deb, I agree with Stacy. You definitely need to practice good self-care. Always, I know I say, I was about to say, always put yourself first. Obviously, in that kind of a situation with your husband, you're going to want to put him first as well. But you also need to understand and not feel guilty that sometimes you may need to take time for yourself, especially caring for a loved one that is going through that, because you also are going through stuff yourself. 2 people bought $5 readings, and I'm not happy about that. No, Tarrah, it wouldn't be directed to her. Oh, okay, then I think that's an awesome idea. Your mom goes to college. It's strictly awareness. That is it. Yeah, I think that's a great year. It is awful. I am honestly so sad the emergency services get called so much as they are, and they never see what everyone else is doing. Everyone else does. Yeah. She said today the trolls are calling the cops to get back at her. But the thing is, Ashley, is that people do call the cops for no reason on her. So the cops aren't taking things seriously. So I'm going to start doing my makeup because I'm going to go on a rant here. So what color should I use? I want to do like a darker outer V and then blend it out really nicely. And then we'll probably use one of these beautiful shimmers on the inner corner lid area. Or should I do a halo eye? Should I do a cat eye or a halo eye? Because I was going to do a cat eye. That's why I put the tape on. But now I'm wondering if I should just do a halo eye. What do you guys think? And what colors? Like, I love this green right here, but I also love this dark green. Or we could play with the purples. What do you guys think? Yeah, they do like to watch train wrecks. And I always say I don't agree with people calling her a train wreck. I think one person sent her $300. Well, it is what it is. We can't stop people from sending her money at this point. That periwinkle, that blue periwinkle. So we should go with the purple theme. So maybe I'll start with the dark purple on the outer V area and then blend it out with Spooky, this beautiful right here. And then we can pick a shimmer after, because we can put a shimmer on the inner corner, like the inner corner in here. And then also we can use some of the other fun colors for, like, we could take some green, even though these kind of greens kind of look bad on my lower lash line because they make me look kind of sickly. I can make it work though. Okay, we're gonna do purple themed. Now the thing with purple theme with me is that sometimes purple makes me look really cute and sometimes purple does not make me look so cute. So hopefully the tones, because this is more of like a warmer tone, this is more of a like a cooler tone purple. Hopefully they will flatter me, if that makes sense. I think I'm going to follow along. Sure. Absolutely. Oh, the yellow. You like the yellow too? See, I do too. Maybe we can do the purple and then use the yellow and the green yellow. I think it's called Chartreuse is the name of this color. And then the green on the lower lash line. Or we could go in with the dark purple right here and then blend out with the green right here, because that would look pretty too. And then take the periwinkle on the lower lash line, like blend it out with the dark purple. So a halo eye is when you concentrate the same color on, like you put a little bit in here, a little bit over here, and then you put like a light shimmer or a light color on the center lid. It's called a halo eye. Yeah, we're gonna go with the cat eye, I think. Yes, Carrie. I don't want to speak it out loud, but yes. I don't think there is pink in this palette, honey. I have this pink, like pink purpley color. We can use that. I was thinking about using this on the inner corner because this gives me inner corner vibes. Yeah, so that's why it's called a halo eye. So usually people concentrate color on the outer V area or outer corner of the eye, the inner corner, and then they put like a shimmer or a lighter color. It doesn't even need to be a lighter color, but there's no rules to makeup, just have fun. So yeah, we'll go into this color right here, which is called Dairy, and yeah, there's so much pigment here, you guys. I'm just using a very flat, oh, the yellow on the inner corner would look really pretty. Maybe we'll do that. I'm using a very small shader brush. I have very deep set eyes. I wonder if the halo eye would work well for that. I have hooded eyes. They're not super deep set, but I do have hooded eyes. And if you concentrate the product above your natural crease, it should work. With the periwinkle and dark purple on the lid. Ooh, that would look really pretty, I think. Let's see. We'll do it. Let's roll with it. We'll see how we go. I'm a little nervous, to be honest, playing with this palette because they seem like they are so pigmented. And I don't play with super pigmented, like pigment, because these are hand pressed. So they can be hard to blend out sometimes. Oh, no problem, Stacy. I am definitely not a makeup genie or genius, but I know a little bit. I just like makeup. So when shadows are super pigmented, they can be really hard to blend out. And as you guys know, I have really bad hands. I have really bad arthritis and just really bad strength in them as well. So they get tired really easily. So I'm hoping I won't struggle too much. So you see how my crease is right here, Stacy? I'm taking the product above my crease. And the more you practice and play with makeup, the more you will learn your eye shape, and what looks good on somebody else and their eye shape may not look good on you. I learned that because I'm like, why doesn't my makeup look like this booty guru or that booty guru? And it's because we have different eye shapes. And honestly, people that have really like a lot of lid space, they can honestly not be that great at makeup and it's still gonna look gorgeous on them. Oh, thank you for hitting the thumbs up, guys. My name is Tammy, by the way. Happy to be here with you guys. Well, I'm happy you're here too, Tammy. Thank you for being here. I love how small this live is tonight. So I'm really just like slowly building color up. Remember, you can always add more, but you can't take away. And that's with anything, cooking, makeup, literally anything. I'll take what I can get. I was an only child with a single mom. She's a farm girl, tomboy, and I've always been the girliest princess ever, so I love learning from others. Oh, that's pretty cool, though. I couldn't even imagine being a single child. I know some people say they love being a single child, and then I hear some people say that they hate it. So my two eyes are different shapes. Weird, right? You only know these things when you play with your face all the time doing makeup. So my eye makeup never looks the same on both eyes. Maybe I just notice it because, again, it's me playing with my own eyes, my own eyeballs. Plus, I have a scar right here from when I was a kid. I got bullied really bad, and this kid that used to bully me threw cement at my eye. So shadow never really blends there really well or takes there very well. So we're just going to really focus how this eye looks. Hi, Dawn. Oh, they are, Tammy? I feel like a lot of us have different shaped eyes. My lips are uneven as well. But again, you don't really realize that unless you do makeup and you play with your face. I honestly probably didn't need to put this tape down, but I did anyways. So I'm kind of starting to blend a little bit. I'm so nervous. So far, I'm not having any fallout though. This actually doesn't seem to be blending out too bad. I was scared it was going to get patchy and like, it's kind of hard to blend out. Who bullied you, Tarrah? I'll beat them up. Oh, I was bullied really bad growing up because I was so poor and where we lived, because we lived in low income housing and some of those kids are just not very nice. So I'm going to find a big shader brush. And then when I moved to Florida, it was really bad because like people actually like full on fist fought in Florida, which I wasn't used to. I've missed your last couple of lives. Glad I caught you for a while. Yeah, we just barely started, Dawn. So we're just playing with makeup, just chit chat and hanging out. Me too. I beat them up literally. Oh, well, they were punks. Yeah, it doesn't bother me now. It's kind of funny though, because some of the people that bullied me back in the day, they've reached out to me recently and been like, oh, I found that you do YouTube, like blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't even respond to them. So I'm going to go into Spooky. Ooh, there's a lot. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared. And I'm just going to try to blend that out. Ooh, she's got a lot of pigment though. It's not really picking up on camera how pigmented this shade is, but it really is. It's so weird, Dawn. It's like, or it's like they now are a part of an MLM and are like, hey, hun, want to try my really crappy product? I'm like, nope, I don't. And I'm taking this periwinkle above my natural crease to give the illusion that I have more of a crease than I do, like a higher crease than I do. We're definitely going to go back into dairy at some point though, and maybe even to Adams on the outer corner. I'm just slowly adding color, nothing crazy, building up that beautiful periwinkle color. Wow, that color is so pretty. And I'm sure if you took a really dense brush, like something like this, and used this periwinkle, it would show up even more vibrant. Like I'm almost positive that it would. I'm just using something that disperses colors, so it's gonna make it, it's gonna blend it out more and make it a little bit more sheer. Hold on, let me make sure I have live chat on, because remember last night I didn't and I was missing people's comments. I'm so terrible at makeup. Just practiced on. Me too. Oh, I read that. I look like a clown when I do makeup. I'm horrible at it. And when my daughter moved out, she took all my makeup. I had to go to a wedding a couple years ago and I couldn't find it. Oh no. My kids steal my makeup too. I feel like no one is awful at makeup. As long as you're having fun, then that's all that matters. My mom also took me to the makeup counter at a department store. Remember those? I do. The ladies at the counter were so sweet, but only taught me old lady makeup. Yeah. Sign up and use my referral code, right? I called my daughter and she said she figured she could take it because I never use it. Of course, right? Same, I'm terrible with it and I have no eyelids to do eyeshadow. I'm jealous of girls like Tarrah who have such big, pretty eyes. Really? You think I have big, pretty eyes? I don't think I do. I mean, I think my eyes are pretty, but I definitely think my eyes are super hooded. Bottom chat, stay out of the bubble chat. I know, right? I need to stay where I'm supposed to be. Because last night I was in top chat the whole entire live and didn't realize it. I honestly didn't even know there was a difference. I had no idea there was a difference in the chat format. Because I've never, in all the years I've done YouTube, I never really did live streams because you had to have 1,000 subscribers to go live with your phone. And I'm going to take a brush with nothing on it and just blend that out a little bit more. So because my internet was so crappy, I never did live streams, obviously with my laptop. And when I tried, they were horrible quality. And then I wanted to do live streams with my phone once I hit 1,000 subscribers. But I was always like, what am I going to talk about? Is nobody going to show up? Like, what do I say if no one shows up? And I mean, obviously, as long as like 2 people show up to a live, I feel like you could have an okay conversation. But I think I just scared myself out of doing them. But I'm so glad I started to do them. I love to watch people put it on though. It takes so much talent, in my opinion. It's like an artistic talent. I agree. Makeup can be very artistic and you can definitely have talent with it. I don't think I'm super talented at it. I think that I'm decent, but it's definitely an outlet for me. And makeup and getting into makeup definitely changed my life because it was the first hobby that I found in recovery that I thoroughly loved. So I will always have a special place in my heart for makeup. 1000%. Of course, this eye is blending out way better. Look at the difference in my eyeballs. My left eye is like, yep, gorgeous, beautiful, darling. My right eye is like, nope, that scar, we're gonna let every last piece of eyeshadow stick there and not blend out. So I actually think the shadows are blending out really well. And I haven't had any fallout yet. So I'm really impressed with that because I thought for sure there was going to be a ton of fallout. I feel like with the shimmers, there may be some fallout though. I could cut the crease, but I might cut the crease. We'll see. It really is artistry. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Dawn. Oh my God, have you seen those TikToks of the little girl with the lipstick from Homey Depop? No, I haven't. Your mom goes to college. Oh my gosh, your mom, she's so stinking cute. Oh, thank you, Dawn. My mom is super sweet. It's okay. It's okay. It all got handled and every single comment was reported. Yes, because you're amazing, Carrie. I don't know how you caught all that. Like, you were catching it like so quick. I don't know. I was like, I can't believe I wasn't seeing that. Because I'm like, I was getting so confused. I'm like, why am I not seeing this? But I'm glad. And then they were like, then the people that were attacking me were like picking on me. At first I thought it was bots, but when I looked at the screenshots of everything happening after, I was like, no, that was definitely a targeted attack because they were making fun of me in real time, which is whatever, they can make fun of me. But I was like, yeah, that was definitely not bots. That was like people mass commenting those things. Hi, Victoria. How are you, darling? I love every video with it in it. My face makeup, contouring, highlighting, is awful. I'm not super great with eye makeup, but I can do some wicked cool nail art. That's cool, Stacy. See, I can't draw. I can't do any of that type of stuff. Yeah, it's coming together, I think. A little bit. Just what you're doing now. I could never. Yes, you could. Don't say never. Never say never. Never say never. You can do it. I promise you can do it. You just have to like practice, have fun. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Legit. All right, what should we do for shimmer? I think we're gonna, you were talking about putting Trappa on the inner corner, right, darling? I forget who mentioned that, but I know somebody did. What should we do for the shimmer for like the eyelid? And should I cut the crease? I don't know if I should cut the crease. I kind of don't feel like cutting the crease, to be honest with you. But what shimmer should we use, you guys? Should we use this green Chartreuse right here? Should we use this guy right here, the middle one? This blue is really pretty, this blue-green, or this purple? We've got like a pink purple, a Chartreuse. We got like a gold green, a blue-green, teal, and this purple. Oh my gosh, I love nail art. Nail art is really cool. I've never been on TikTok, but I'll see if I can find her. Yeah, let me know. How late were you on last night, Carrie? If I could figure out how to give my IG not on the live stream, I would give it to you. Dawn, you can send me a DM on Instagram. I had help Nikki Grimes I had help. Nikki Grimes helped by hiding. I waited until the live was over and went through all the comments and reported them because we don't want that stuff staying where YouTube can see. I appreciate you taking the time and doing that, Carrie. And yeah, Nikki was awesome for helping. Oh, thanks, Victoria. I'm kind of just playing. I just got the palette in today, so I'm super excited and I wanted to play with it right away. I'm all for blue. So some of you are saying blue. Some are saying this middle color right here. I love the blue, green, or purple. Be right back. Got to go to do the nightly thing. Okay, Carrie, no problem. All right, so it's a toss-up between this one right here and the middle one. So which one are we going to do? Maybe we could do this one on the outer portion and then this one on the inner portion. And then somebody mentioned putting this beautiful matte chartreuse on the inner corner after I do my lower lash line, which I'll do my base first. So maybe we'll do that. What do you guys think? Yeah, definitely DM me. This is completely random, but did you catch a lot of flack making your creep show art video? It was a great video and you made perfect points, but I feel like nobody ever talks about her. I mean, definitely her fans were definitely upset about my video that I made, but honestly, I was so scared making that video on Creep Show Art because I actually thoroughly liked her content at one point, and I still watch some of her videos. It's not that I don't hate her, I just saw a lot of red flags and inconsistencies and hypocrisies. That's why I made my video. But I was well, I shouldn't say pleasantly surprised, but I was surprised that so many people agreed with what I was saying. Now, I did have some people that didn't like the way that I talked about lollies and talked about other things, but I think I could have done better with that video. It was my first deep dive ever, and I think people misunderstood me bringing up like lollies because I wasn't saying that I agree with lollies. I was saying that I was just giving an example, and just like I wasn't saying that I agreed with Strawberry Milk's art. I was just saying we don't know if it's trauma art. We don't know, because I'm really big on seeing multiple sides of things, and I like to do critical thinking and like dissect things, if that makes sense. So yeah, I didn't get hi Bambi's rambles. I didn't get as much flack as I thought I was going to get. Long story short, I was pleasantly surprised and shocked that I didn't. So I think we're going to do the outer corner with this beautiful color here and then go in with the middle shade. Middle, yes, yes. I'd stay on, but I'm just here to drop a like. LOL, I don't do makeup. No, that's okay, Beefy. I understand. Or if anyone does, her fan base kind of loses her mind. I think she has good intention, but doesn't go through with the best way. Yeah, Shannon, I agree. I think, like, I just think her videos could be constructed better, but somebody made a really great point. Oh, that's really pretty. Somebody made a really good point in my comment section of that video that she was supposed to be a rant channel. And I was like, oh, if she's just supposed to be a rant channel, then I can understand why her content is structured that way. I never took her as a rant channel because she always, yes, I'm nasty and licking my fingers. I don't care. I never took her as a rant channel. I thought she was like a commentary channel, like a regular commentary channel. I had issues with her never providing evidence. I had issues with her lying. And I also had people say, well, why didn't you provide the screenshots from the Rock a Love girl that you talked to? And I'm like, that Creep Show are accused of trying to sue her or whatever. And I'm like, because it was a private conversation and the girl asked me not to share the DMs, so I didn't, because I'm not like that. If something goes on in private, I keep it private. Unless someone is in danger of harming themselves or others, a private conversation is a private conversation, in my opinion. But yeah, her fans do get really mean. But honestly, out of all the creators I've ever covered and all the subjects I've ever covered, I've never dealt with as much threatening, doxing, just mean maliciousness as I have with Ashley and her fan base. So I thought for sure when I did my Creep Show art video that I was going to deal with all the things that I'm dealing with now with Ashley and her fan base. So it's just kind of weird. I have to say Brad Mondo stands are pretty bad too. Because I got a lot of hate for a hair video that I did reviewing Brad Mondo's hair care, which I probably shouldn't have filmed that day. It was a bad day. My attitude definitely, ooh, y'all, that color is freaking, I'm going to blend these two colors together, but look at how beautiful that color is. It's so much prettier in person than on camera, but it's got like this gold green goodness to it. Oh my Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. It's so pretty. Oh my God. Those two colors meshed together and layered are gorgeous. But yeah, Brad Mondo stands are pretty bad too, to be honest. I might even throw some lashes on, y'all. I have this liner, this eyeliner from Lily Lashes that is supposed to make your lashes adhere to it, and it works. But the problem is that it doesn't last. Hi, Rihanna. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. The Creepshow art video was the first of Tarrah's I ever saw. I really enjoyed it. I thought you were fair and balanced. Thank you, Stacy. I love Creepshow art, but the Hopeless Peaches thing made me see an uglier side of Shannon. Absolutely, Stacy. Same with me as well. I need to watch that. Ooh, I love that color. I know, aren't they beautiful? I need to go in and do some more blending, but... Hi, Bambi. Just started watching your vids after hearing about you from Steph and Britt. Really enjoyed them. Oh, I didn't. I'm going to have to check out your, oh, wait, no, I have checked out your channel, Bambi. I'm pretty sure I subscribed to your channel. Are you the girl that's from Australia? I'm almost positive that I just barely subscribed to your channel not that long ago. Because I dig your vibe so much. Oh boy, I'm backing off the Ashley thing for a while. It's too much for me and she's so triggering. Yeah, that's why I wanted to make my live tonight not about Ashley. I mean, if people want to talk about a few things afterwards, I'm totally down. But I really just want to relax and chill and play with makeup and just have an open discussion. So that's what we're doing. You started your... Somebody started a channel because of me. You're lying. You're lying. Yeah, I'm sub to you. I'm almost positive I'm sub to you because I just barely found your channel. I think it was like a few weeks ago I found your channel. No way. Oh, that melts my heart. Well, thank you. I'm pretty sure I'm sub to you because I saw a video. There was some stuff going on between you and another YouTuber. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to put people's stuff out there. But you know what I'm talking about. So I saw all that stuff going on from the other YouTuber. So I went to your channel and I watched, like I binge watched your channel. And I was like, oh, I love this girl's vibe. I am subscribing. So yeah, I'm almost positive that I did well, I know I subscribed. Sometimes, you know what I do, guys? Sometimes, and you know how people say, oh, my subscribers are telling me that they keep getting unsubscribed from my channel. You know what I think it is? People are falling asleep listening to YouTube and they're accidentally unsubscribing themselves from people's channels because I do that all the time. I'll be like falling asleep to YouTube with the phone in my hand and then I feel myself tapping my phone and then I wake back up for a second and I'm like, oh shit, I almost unsubscribed from their channel, or oh crap, I almost or I did unsubscribe from their channel. So I can almost imagine that most of the people that are saying I was unsubscribed from your channel and I don't know how, that's probably how it happened. Like I have a theory with that. Yeah, definitely check out Bambi. If you like her vibe, like definitely subscribe because she seems very genuine in my opinion. And I am very good at picking up on vibes. I have you playing in the background and I hear you say Stacy and like ran to my phone so confused because my real name is Stacy too. Oh no, social reject. Isn't it though? Your mom goes to college? No lie, if you remember me, I used to comment on your videos when you had 700 subs and I was under my real name. I'd have to remember it, but I know that I used to have like a very handful amount of people that would always comment on my videos, and it meant a lot to me. Like now I get a lot of comments that I can hardly filter through them, but I appreciate all those people that would just take the time to comment on my videos. Like okay, so it took me, and this is probably really great advice for smaller creators. It took me so long to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, which only happened in February of this year, I have seen such growth, and that's been amazing. So I can understand the struggle of getting to 1,000 subscribers. It's really hard, but once you get there, I promise it will be worth the wait because you'll start seeing people loving your vibe and subscribing and watching your content. What a vibe, girl. Love that. Oh, I love your vibe, Bambi. I do that a lot myself when I doze off when I'm watching. That's what I'm saying, Rihanna. Like, I can almost guarantee that a lot of the people, like I said, that get unsubscribed, that's why. Okay, I have to get going. Glad I got to see you tonight. I'll check out the rest of the video in the morning. I'm definitely going to check out Bambi's channel out as well. Awesome. We want everyone to win. So I always love when people say they have a channel or a small business and we can go throw support. I am not one to be like, oh, you better not like this person, even if I don't like that person. Hi, Tina. How are you, darling? How was your night and your day? The struggle is real, but I'm so excited by having 300 subs. Yeah, I was looking at your channel when I was binge watching, and you have grown pretty fast for YouTube standards. Like 300 subs from like where you started, because you just started like not that long ago. If I remember when I was looking through your, I call it people's archive, their channels. So you're growing really fast, girl. That is an achievement to say the least. Oh, I have a black liner right here in front of my face. So I'm going to do my base makeup now. I already put my primer on, which was the NYX Marshmallow Primer. Again, TikTok made me buy this. It's bomb.com. And once I do my base makeup, then we'll focus on the inner corner and lash line. But what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty. I could have blended it more, but you know what? Y'all already know I don't like to take time to, I'm dropping powder. I don't like to take time to blend because I ain't here for it. But I think it's doing pretty well. So far, I'm pretty impressed with the palette. Yeah, this primer's so good. Well worth the hype. Now, I bought those, do I have them over here? Yeah. I bought these because of TikTok. The NYX Shine Loud lipsticks. I bought the 2 most unique colors because I promised myself I wouldn't buy more lip colors unless it was a color I didn't own already. I don't like these. They're awful. They're goopy. They, what do you call it? They're patchy. I don't like these. I don't know why they were hyped up so much. They're awful. Absolutely awful. So bad. Don't buy these. It's a sham. Don't do it. But this is so, yes, they're so tacky. That's the word I was looking for when I said patchy was tacky. Yes, they're not good at all. But this little guy right here, this little guy is good. She good. Actually, speaking of that, I need to grab a lipstick. I'm going to grab a lipstick and take a pee break. I'll be right back. You guys already know how that works. I need a lipstick. You know what? The lighting's gonna suck, but I'm gonna take you guys with me over here. I need a lipstick. I definitely need a nude. Maybe we'll just go with a gloss. I feel like that's too pink. I feel like that's kind of warm. I feel like we're just gonna go with this Milk makeup one. I was gonna use the Lunar Beauty. This red is absolutely gorgeous. And it probably would work with this look, but I kind of don't want to wear liquid lipstick, to be honest. Uh-oh, what's going on? Hold on. I don't know if Ashley's ever came in here before, Peachy Queen, but I'm gonna be honest, my live tonight is not focused on Ashley. We're just playing with makeup. I don't know. Hold on. I do have it on all chat, right? Tarrah. I'm not seeing their comment. I don't condone bullying or harassment of anybody in my chat, Peachy Queen. So I trust my moderators. It's okay if she doesn't like my headband. Peace out, Peachy Queen. It's okay if people don't like me or my headband or whatever. But their personality did not seem very pleasant. So I'm okay if they leave. Fine by me. I'm just grabbing a lip liner, guys. I'm trying to remember the tone of a lipstick that I just grabbed. I'll check the comments in 1 second, though. We'll just try BFF. Hopefully it's close enough to the match. Busy night, just wanted to come on and show love and support. Well, thank you, my account. I hope you're having a good night. All right, let me get back to the comments. By the way, Kyle talked to the plumber today, and he said they're still super backed up and that they probably can't get anyone out here to try to fix our water for a good little while. So, still no water, which sucks, but could be worse. At least we have a roof over our heads, so. No lies. If you remember me, oh, I wrote that. Have a good night, Dawn. I think I told you that already. 4 weeks ago, it took me 7 years to have the courage. That's great. In 4 weeks, Bambi? That's freaking really good, girlfriend. Hopefully you identify as a girl. Sorry, I just assumed. Can't vape with those on at all. She makes me want to go have a pee break too now. Haha. I'm sorry. I hate when people fight in the comments. Yeah, Bambi, usually my comment section is pretty good, but I'm covering a certain person right now where you kind of have really strong opinions both sides. So I'm going to do my base really quickly. I'm going to mix the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter with the Urban Decay Hydromanic Foundation. I don't like that they called it Hydromanic, but I do like the foundation, or it's not even a foundation. It's a Tinted Glow Hydrator. Super fancy. So yeah, I'm covering somebody right now that is pretty controversial, and you have opinions from both sides. And I've never, in all the people I've ever covered, dealt with as much as I've been dealing with this one person. And their following is not even that big for the amount of stands and just weird people they have. But I also don't condone people bullying and harassing her, because that's not why I do what I do. And I don't agree with that, because we can make our points without hitting below the belt, in my opinion. So for the most part, my lives are really chill and people are really amazing, but there is the occasional meanie. But I walked away for a little because my dogs needed me. Oh, your dogs come first, honey. When you get as many O's, that's not a good look. Exactly. My daughter loves your headband. Oh, I'm so glad. My daughter, I got my daughter the same one as this one. And she just tried to say tonight before she fell asleep, she's next to me, that her brother ruined the headband. But I specifically remember her ruining the headband because I got upset about it. Because I was like, I just bought that for you. But she was also a lot younger. I've had this for a few years. So I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't have bought it. And I should have bought it with the expectation of knowing that she would probably ruin it. But it is what it is. She said it looked like a thong or a song. Do you mean thong? Like a dong? Oh, like a dong. Oh, okay. Well, it kind of does. Depends on your intention when you say that, you know? If it was about Ashley, the YouTube would say that it clearly says we are doing makeup. Exactly. And I kind of needed a break from the stuff about Ashley. I know some stuff happened today. Trust me, I've been sent everything. I get sent stuff as it happens. But like I was saying before, I really tried to disconnect today and spend time with my family. It was not how I it's not how I planned on spending my day. I actually had totally different plans for my day today. But I'm glad that it went the way that it did, like having a family day, because I definitely needed a break. And I know so many of you are like, you are getting engulfed in this, like you need to take time for you need to do self-care. You always preach that. You always preach us to do it, and you need to do it. And I know I've put on a safe face saying like, oh, I'm fine, I got this. But it is a lot because, like I said, I'm the only one covering the situation for now. I have a feeling there will be more people covering it. I'm just going to say that. And I'm getting the influx of everything, everything. And it's super overwhelming. Like every time I open Instagram, which I appreciate everyone who sends me stuff. This is not me complaining about anybody sending me stuff. Keep sending it to me. But every time I open Instagram, I have like 20 to 30 message requests from new accounts, not counting my regular DMs that I have. And then I just use the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I actually really like this. I've been liking a lot of CoverGirl stuff. Now that they're cruelty-free, I've been finding a lot of products I like from them. But anyway, so I've been getting an influx of everything since covering this. People have kind of dubbed me like the YouTube girl when it comes to this situation. So it can be overwhelming. I wish I had like a million of me because it would be amazing. I love the headband myself, and I'm an old woman, but I rock a headband like that anytime. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with being childlike and like experiencing and experimenting with your inner child. I don't understand why people always make fun of people like, oh, they act like a child. Well, let them. Some people don't get to experience their childhood and to be childlike. So I'm going to set my under eyes. This is the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics powder. I actually really love this. I wish she would have not discontinued these. I'm glad I got 2 of them. They just showed up on my doorstep randomly. I don't know who sent them to me, how it happened, but I'll take it. And this is in Brighten Up. This is the most beautiful powder for the under eyes all over the face. I'm only going to set my under eyes, not my whole face, because I like to use cream products for everything else. But this powder is so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I have really dry textured skin, and it doesn't make it look like matte or anything. I like a dewy look, girl. I like light to medium coverage, preferably light with like some dew in there. Hey girl, I love the headband. Adorable. Thank you, Sherry. Sorry about my texting. I am horrible at sending and not proofreading. Oh no, you're fine, Rihanna. I'm really bad at my grammar and punctuation. So sometimes I'll just keep going and I'll forget to punctuate, or I'll just write a comma and just keep going. So I feel you. My spelling is horrendous, so I feel you there. Tarrah, have you ever tried Patrick Ta? I haven't, but when there is a good sale, I might try it. No, your mom goes to college. I haven't tried Patrick Ta. I want to. It's very expensive. I've heard really good things about their, like, his blushes, and I am a blush whore. I love blush, like, so much. Like, eyeshadows and blush are probably highlighters are the things that I own the most of. Definitely blush and eyeshadow palettes. Love blush so freaking much. So I probably will try his stuff one day, but it's so expensive. So like you, I'll probably wait for a sale. Yeah, I've seen that. I was going to speak on it, but I've seen the drama come from it, and I know my struggles with negativity, so I'm leaving it to you, girl. Yeah, Bambi. And I've been speaking with a few creators that are thinking about covering her. And the sad thing is that I have to warn them that they are probably going to be threatened, because I've been threatened. I've had CPS called. I've had my job called. I mean, I've gone through a lot just covering this one person who, again, doesn't even have that big of a following. Doesn't, like, I've never experienced things to this level before, ever. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. And I've not been mean at all. I've been so nice. I've been called every name in the book by her. It's a lot. But I keep in the back of my mind all the people that I talk to every single day that have been scammed for lost loved one readings, that had their personal information docs, that aren't like lucky like me, that can have a boss that's so understanding, right? So yeah. So I'm going to contour with the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out 01 Amber. This is amazing, but it does get, that's the problem with cream products, is they get gross really quick. Like, I have brush hairs in here, and I love the Real Techniques sculpting brush. This is so bomb. So good. So affordable and so freaking good. And because my face is oval, but I have really big cheeks, I just contour right in here. Like, I don't go all the way down, because you see it's already giving me a nice shadow, a nice sculpt. If you come all the way down here, you're gonna make your face droop more. But the thing with contouring is that you kind of have to play around and just try to figure out your face shape, because everybody's face shape is different. So how I contour is going to be different to how you contour if you don't have the same face shape. And even if you have the same face, even if you have the same face shape, oh my gosh, Tarrah, my speech impediment is coming out bad tonight. It still may be different for you. Like, I have a really oval face, but I have a big forehead, and my cheeks are really big, where you may have high cheekbones and a slim forehead. So you kind of just have to play around. Hi, Laura. Out of respect, I was staying out of the topic today, trying to take the day off from that. Well, I appreciate that, Beefy. I really, really do. Because I just needed a day. I'm just going to go down my nose a little bit. I've got a weird nose. I have a scar right here from a DV incident. I'm not going to get into it. So I just kind of with just any leftover product on my brush. I'm not going to really contour my head because I have bangs, so like there's no point. It's kind of just a waste of product. And I also feel with contouring, a lot of people use way too much product. You really don't need much product to get the job done. You did need a family break, girl. Some wowza time. I definitely needed a break. And I'm working all the time, so I'm not able to spend as much time with my kids as I would like. So I did see today that Nods is back in action. What do you mean by Nods is back in action? I don't understand that. Your mom goes to college. I haven't left my house in 5 weeks, and I'm heading out for the first time today to get a new ring light with my therapist, so I'm off. So glad I caught your live. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you, Bambi. Good luck. I hope you find a really good light. And remember, it doesn't need to be anything crazy, Bambi. Like, as far as like the ring light, you don't need to spend crazy, crazy, crazy money. Find something that's simple, that works for you. And then as you grow as a creator, invest in your channel. I took my first AdSense check and I invested all of it back into my channel. I upgraded all my equipment, everything, because I felt like that was my gift back to my audience, was to upgrade my quality for them, because they're watching my content and that's how I get paid through AdSense. It's not like I make a ton of money off AdSense. Trust me, I make a couple $100, if that. So hi, Laura. I did buy the About face from Halsey. I do love it. And also Glow Recipe is amazing. I love Glow Recipe. And actually, I have some things from Halsey too. I got some of her, what are these called? Fluid eye paints. I have the whites, the blue. Actually, I'll just grab them. I have the white, the blue, and the green. And I have so much fun when I play with these. Plus, I love the packaging. There's a few other things I wanted to get from her brand too, but I have such a massive makeup collection. I need to do another declutter here soon because I need to declutter. So you guys will be seeing, I always film my declutter videos, so you guys will see my makeup collection, what I declutter, my reasonings for decluttering. I always do swatches with everything, talk about why I'm keeping it, I don't keep it, that kind of a thing. The only thing I don't do declutter videos for is foundation and concealer, lip liners, eyeliners, that kind of a thing. But usually I do like highlighters, blushes, eyeshadows, and I will film that. She had a video today, her band was taken off and she was going to start posting again on her Made page. Oh, I didn't know she was banned. Shows you how much I keep up. So how does it work for those of us that have YouTube Premium and don't get ads? What do you mean, mind your manners, Tammy? I think that's what you said your name was. You said your name was Tammy. I hope I'm right. If you mean as far as like AdSense for creators, is that what you meant by that? So for blush, I'm going to use the Kaleidos Lo-Fi Duo Blusher, and this is in, is there a shade? Is there a shade name? I don't know what the shade name is, but it's just a very neutral pink. And then you guys, this is the blush topper. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It might clash with this look a little bit, but honestly, I really don't care. I'm still going to use it. Yes, I have that green on and the highlighters. Oh, yeah, I want to try her highlighters so bad. Do you just get a flat view fee from us then? I don't know, to be honest, Tammy. I don't really understand how YouTube Premium works. Like, I can see in my analytics how many people, not how many people have YouTube Premium, but the income that I've gotten from people who have YouTube Premium, not from the people themselves, but through like the country they live in, I think is how it works. So it could be like $5 from the US, $10 from Australia, that kind of a thing. At least that's how I understand it. I could be wrong. I love blush, by the way, guys. So if it looks like I'm putting way too much blush on, that's fine. I love blush. So yeah, I don't really understand completely how it works. I do know we still get a portion of the money from YouTube Premium if you watch us. I just don't understand how it works. I wish I did, and I could give you a better answer than that, but I don't. I'm also going to go into the blush topper of this just because it's so gorgeous. I just have to, but I'm only going to focus it like on the high points of my cheek. Did I grab a highlighter? Oh, I did. I forgot what highlighter I was using, but now I remember. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I love blush so freaking much. I don't think y'all understand how much I love blush. I need to wash my brushes too. Of course, my water goes out when I need to wash my brushes. Even though I have a million brushes right here, they're not my favorite brushes. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Hi, Karen, right? How are you? Carrie, I hope everything is okay. Wait, where's Carrie? Oh, okay, that's fine, Carrie. I hope you're okay, honey. Send me a DM. Always take care of you. I got your mom goes to college here. You always come first, my darling. I've always wondered that. My ADHD can't handle ads. I don't like ads either. That's why I have YouTube Premium. Man, now I'm really worried about Carrie. Sorry, I was reading Karen's comment, thinking about Carrie. God, I hope she's okay. Carrie, now you have me worried. How do you keep your skin so clear? I have horrible cystic acne because your skin is flawless. You think my skin is flawless? I think it's just the ring light that has you fooled, darling. I appreciate you saying that. God, I'm so worried about Carrie now. So I use a lot of skincare. I actually did a video, a live stream not that long ago showing my PM skincare that I use. So just having a really good skincare routine. I'm going to see a dermatologist. Oh my God, I can't even, you know what I'm trying to say though, a skin doctor. Going to see one of them is really good. That's what helped me get on my journey. But I had cystic acne literally my whole life. I still get cystic pimples really bad. Also not picking, which I know is easier said than done. I don't know. She just said that I can't say the word. My mouth, I have a speech impediment and sometimes I can't say certain words. I'll be able to say it sometimes and then other times I can't. Just like with my stutter. Sometimes I won't stutter with certain words. Sometimes I will stutter with them. I don't know what's wrong with Carrie. She just said she had to go because of a family emergency. So I'm hoping everything is okay. I love Carrie. Hi, Nikki. So yeah, I just have a really strict skincare routine. But you can see if you look closely, I have a lot of texture. The ring light kind of hides it. Plus I have makeup on right now. I have really large pores. I wear really light coverage makeup though, but I have really large pores. I have, that stuff, I forget what it's called, but it makes your skin red. Rosacea, I believe is what it's called. I have psoriasis of the scalp. And like I said, I still get cystic pimples and I get blackheads really bad. So just a really good skincare routine and like staying consistent with it because I know we can get lazy and be like, oh, I don't need that. But it does help. Yeah, we definitely do because Carrie definitely has a lot going on right now. I'm not going to share because that's her story, but she does. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Karen. I have to use a steroid cream because nothing helps, even prescriptions. Oh, that sucks, Amy. I'm sorry. I know acne is something that affects so many, and people always have such negative things to say about people like, oh, you must not take care of your skin if you have this or that. And it's like, no, most of the time we are taking care of our skin. Have you tried talking to your doctor about Accutane? Or anything, any medication like that? I know there's a lot of complications that can happen from Accutane. That's why I'm saying talk to your doctor about it. But I know a lot of people who have had really good results from Accutane that have cystic acne and struggle with it. I never used Accutane. I used stuff that my doctor prescribed and I kept using it, didn't see results for years. And then once I moved out of Florida and got sober, my acne and started using good skincare, my acne got way better. This highlight is gorgeous. So I don't know, maybe like I said, talk to your doctor and see about Accutane or go to a that word they said earlier. Oh yeah, everybody gets lazy with their skincare for sure. What's up, Nikki? Yay, we got Nikki here too. Awesome. Carrie just had to leave Nikki because of a family emergency, so I'm hoping she's okay. Hi, Candy Cane. How are you, my darling? Some people are just never taught proper skincare. Some are, but maybe the hormonal issues that make it hard to control. Yes, absolutely. That too. Like I had the worst acne and I started getting acne before everybody else. Like I was in grade school with cystic acne, y'all. And I didn't know how to take care of my skin at all. My sister taught me how to take care of it after she found us, me and my brother. It's a long story. She was put up for adoption, then she came and found us, and she's 10 years older than me, so she taught me a lot about how to take care of myself because my mom never taught me that. Hold on, I'm just putting makeup away so my desk is cleaned off. It helps. I'm the type of person where clutter and mess make my anxiety go through the roof. Anybody else like that? It's funny too because like they say people with ADHD like are known to be messy. I'm the opposite. Like I'm overly like, and my boyfriend, he has ADHD, but he is very messy and unorganized. That's why I always say like when people say, oh, there's no way so-and-so could have this because they don't exhibit this behavior or do this way. And it's like, everybody's different. Clutter kills my ADHD. Yeah, freaks me out, man. It drives me crazy. Yeah, I hope she's okay too, Carrie. Very painful. I did that. Accutane worked for only a little bit. Oh, it sucks, Amy. I'm sorry, honey. You look gorgeous. Thank you, Miranda. We're playing with the It's Freakin Bats palette. I'm going to do the lower lash line and inner corner. But I love how it turned out. I could have spent more time blending, but I honestly was just like... My son has it too, but all over his chest and back also. I've tried everything to help. I don't know what to do. Have you talked to your doctor or his doctor, Miranda? I used to get really, I still get cystic pimples, but they're more like this. I don't get like full-on outbreaks. I get them on my back though, especially in spots that I can't reach, like where my bra line is, especially if I'm working a lot because I work in a kitchen. May I ask product info and cost? What do you mean product info? Like this? I don't even remember how much I paid for it. I paid for it like months ago and it just barely came in. But it's Freakin Bats palette. It's the Shroud Cosmetics Beaut Bean collab. And the color story is absolutely stunning. But yeah, I used to get it on my chest when I was younger. It sucked. When I lived in Florida, my cystic acne was so bad. But then when I moved to a warmer climate, it got a lot better, which is weird. Just like my skin was really oily in Florida, except for when I had really bad cystic acne breakouts, then my skin would be really dry. And now my skin is just really dry. And then I think the older I got too, birth control helped my acne a lot as well too. Like I was to a point, my cystic acne was so bad. I never did Accutane, but I was on these huge horse pills I had to take all the time. I had to use a cream. It was really freaking bad. I wouldn't let anyone take pictures of me. Like there's really no pictures of me as a teenager because of it. My husband has very oily skin. He actually uses alcohol on his face and it doesn't dry his skin out because it's so oily. I've heard it's so bad to use alcohol on your face, but I'm not a skincare expert, so I can only say what I know. I'm here. Your lies are my settle down before bed. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Candy Cane. I love your company. I love how small the chat is tonight. We need to normalize skin issues. Absolutely. Dang, that sucks. That sucks, Miranda. I have ADHD, very organized, but I have a junk pile of odds and ends. Oh, yeah, I definitely have, like, I wouldn't even call them junk. Well, no, I have junk piles. I definitely do. I think we all have junk boxes, Amy. I think all of us do. Derma wands actually help. It's worth a shot. See, I've never heard of derma wands. We have 2 junk boxes. Yeah, we have quite a few in our house too. A junk box is like, or like a junk drawer. I think it's kind of the same concept. Yeah, we have a junk drawer. We have a few of those. I have a whole, if you look over here, I'll flip the camera around. So this thing right, don't mind my bag of garbage, but this thing right here, right, this bottom area, there's like a shelf and it has, I use old FabFitFun boxes to put my underwear, socks, and bras in, but there's a drawer right under this cover That is my junk drawer that I have. And that's just the one in my filming room. So we got a few. And then on my little thing behind me, well, in front of me, I mean, this thing, if the light will show, down here, this thing right here where my books are on, that's another junk drawer. So yeah, definitely have those. Yes, it's very relaxing today. I love it. He knows it's bad, but if he didn't, then his pores would clog and he'd break out. The face washes don't work for him. Yeah, some people say that alcohol works really well for them. I've just heard it's really bad. He should look into getting a toner, like some kind of toner, instead of doing the alcohol. Because some toners have alcohol in them, but they're not just straight up alcohol. And they're better for the skin. I'm like the Little Mermaid. My junk is my collection. I love that. I go through them every 3 months and purge. Oh, that's a good idea, Tammy. I purge mine probably twice a year, but then they end up just as bad. I'm going to put my eyeliner on my eyeballs. This is just the e.l.f. waterproof gel liner, and it's black. I'm wondering how I'm going to take my makeup off tonight with no makeup wipes and no water. I'm probably going to have to use my drinking water because we have water from the spring. Kyle boiled water to do dishes today. My mom actually ended up doing the dishes for him. It was really nice because he still has all the burns on his hands, so it's hard for him to do dishes with hot water, obviously, especially boiled hot water. So she did the dishes for him, which is really nice. So I'll probably just use some of that water and yeah, wipe my makeup off. So I'm going to go into Adams, this green right here. Ooh, so pigmented, y'all. And I'm just going to stamp that on my lower lash line. And kind of blend it out a little bit. Not too crazy. I'm only going this far in as far as I put that black liner. Just like that. And then she said, I'm going to take this very small pencil brush. And I'm going to take that Chartreuse color. Oh, no, we're going to put that in the inner corner. So I'm going to take the periwinkle color and blend that out. Which may look crazy balls, but I don't care. It's fine. I definitely just got makeup in my eyeball. Like eye pigment. Eyeshadow pigment in my eyeball. Sorry guys, I can't read the comments while I do this, but I'll look in a second. So I haven't had any fallout. I know a couple of you asked about fallout. I've had no fallout. Not even with the shimmers. With this palette. So that makes me super happy. I thought for sure I was gonna have fallout. That's why I did my base. Yeah, I did my base second. And my eyeshadow first. If I didn't stay on my husband, we'd be hoarders. JK, it's definitely nowhere near that level. Yeah, no, it's kind of like that for me though. My boyfriend's like that because he loves rebuilding things and stuff. Sometimes I think someone bring junk to my house in the middle of the night because I find stuff that I would swear to you I never bought. Oh, you never know. You could have gnomes coming and dropping things off that they've stolen from others. The sad thing is everyone thinks my drunk box is chaos, crazy, but I sure can tell them where things are. Yeah, for some people it is like that. Like my boyfriend's like that. He can tell you where everything is. It's like literally like his desk and everything and his like, I call it work area, but it's like for his 3D modeling and everything. It's a complete disaster. It drives my brain insane, but he knows where everything is. It's organized to him. So I'm going to go into this Chartreuse called Tarrah. Somebody said we should put it on the inner corner, so that's what we're gonna do. I don't put mattes on the inner corner very often unless I'm doing like just the one eyeshadow eye look where I put a really cool color on the inner corner and that's it and call it a day. But I'm here for this. And I'm dragging it down a little bit into my tear duct area as well. This actually looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? Are we digging the chartreuse in the inner corner? Eye boogie. Every time I put something in my inner corner, I get an eye boogie. They don't tell you that, the YouTube booty gurus. Hey, you're gonna get an eye boogie. This color is so pretty and pigmented. I'm here for it. So e.l.f. Cosmetics did a palette with J Kissa 2 years ago. It was a little mini palette and it had a color very similar to this in the eyeshadow palette. And I loved that shade, but it wasn't pigmented. This is pigmented and I don't have another shadow like this in my collection. Actually, a lot of these shadows in here, like this purple, this periwinkle, this chartreuse, these shimmers, I don't have shades like this in any other eyeshadow palette. So I'm very happy with this palette and it was definitely worth the wait in my opinion. And Shroud did give you the option to cancel your order and get your money back if you didn't want to wait for the palette, which I thought was really cool. And like I said, they let everyone know the entire time what was going on with processing, what was going on with shipping, and they were hand pressing a lot of these palettes. They ended up upgrading and getting a machine to do like small batches, but I'm really happy with this palette. I'm super obsessed with the color story. I feel so inspired looking at it. And she did say that once she catches up with all of the back orders of this palette, when she reopens her store, because she sells more than just this palette, obviously, but she's had to put her whole store on hold because of this palette. But when she comes back and opens her shop back up, that she will be having this palette for sale and it'll be ready for sale. You won't have to wait a million years for it. So I think that's pretty awesome. It's called An Organized Mess. Exactly, Tammy. Love it. Thank you, Ashley. Like I said, I could have blended more, but I actually think it came out really pretty. I love the gradient. I could have blended like the shimmer to where the matte is a little bit better. Maybe I'll do that really quickly. But I do think it came out really nice. I didn't add any product. I'm literally just blending these together. Just a little bit better. I was really surprised with how well these shades blended, with how pigmented they are, because sometimes when shades are really pigmented, they don't blend. Yeah, there we go. We blended that B a little bit better. But sometimes when shadows are super pigmented, they don't blend very well. They kind of just get stuck and then they're patchy, and then you have to use the packing technique. But I don't mind doing the packing technique. Not my favorite technique, but if you can't blend a shadow, I ain't here for it. It reminds me of a mermaid. Well, maybe it's because I was inspired by the mermaid tarot. I'm glad you love it too. Your mom goes to college. Love your makeup. Oh my God, the eyeshadow. Thank you, Christina. I think it came out really good. Whoever suggested, I forget who suggested the inner corner color. Brilliant. And y'all all wanted that middle shade on the lid and that blue teal color. So you guys definitely had some good eyes for what color combos to go in with. This color is so pretty because it looks like a black, but it's like a really dark purple. It's gorgeous. Oh, it was you. Your mom goes to college. Yeah, that was a really good suggestion. I wouldn't have done that. So I really loved that suggestion. It looks really good, in my humble opinion. But obviously I haven't tried every shade. I haven't tried this color really. I just used it on the lower lash line, so I don't really call that testing it out. So I haven't tried this one yet, or all the other shimmers that I didn't use, but I'm really impressed with it. Really, 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 really impressed. I'm going to throw some... It sucks that I just did my makeup, and then when this live ends, I'm just going to have to take it off. I hate that. I'm going to go in with the Essence Lash Princess Mascara and just throw some mascara on. I love this mascara, and it's so affordable. So affordable. It's like 3 doll hairs. We're actually going to pull this back out because I'm going to use the mirror in here. If you have long eyelashes like I do and hooded eyes, always do your bottom mascara before your top mascara. Because when you go to do your bottom mascara, you're going to be looking up and then you're going to hit the top. Your lashes are going to hit the top of your hooded eye area. I have super long eyelashes. That's why I don't really wear lashes. Because I used to wear lashes and then I noticed that they were like literally ripping out my real lashes. And I'm like, Tarrah, you have beautiful, long, full eyelashes. Why are you wearing falsies? Now, false lashes can make make any eye look absolutely gorgeous, but I was just not down with ruining my eyelashes because I think I have really pretty long eyelashes. What are you doing, Vincent? My dog keeps walking up and down the stairs. I think he's confused. God, I love this mascara. It's so good, especially for the price. Like, so good. Look at this. Look at how long my lashes are. I love how this mascara, too, like, it separates the lashes. It gives you length. It gives you curl. But it's not clumpy. It's just the right amount of product, especially when it's been broken in. Because when you first get this formula, it's a little wet. But after like 1 or 2 uses, it turns into this perfect formula. Doesn't dry out quickly. Such a good mascara. I mean, the outside packaging wears away really easily, but the product inside is really good. What do you want, my Vin man? You want to come up? You've walked back and forth enough. You've walked back and forth enough. Essence. Yeah, it's called Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. That's a good question. What the bristles are like? They feel like bristles. They don't feel like silicone bristles. Like the Urban Decay Lash Freak, that's silicone bristles. I'm going to put my lipstick on. I'm going to use the ColourPop BF lip liner, and then I'm going to go on top of that with Milk Makeup's cream. I love this lipstick formula, and I think they are discontinuing or did discontinue these, but they're really good. Oh, I have lip balm on, so my freaking lip liner's not going to want to adhere. What are you doing, Vincent? Sorry, guys, I can't really talk. The ColourPop lip liners are so good, too, for the price. I have so many scars around my lips. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I found using a lip liner has helped my lipstick game so much. Oh, this color is so pretty. It's like my lips, but better. Then I'll go back in with the lip liner. By the way, if you wear makeup at all, even if it's just eyeliner or mascara, take your makeup off before you go to bed. Even if you want to be lazy, just use like a makeup eraser cloth, microfiber cloth. Elf sells the really cheap cloths. Wet that sucker and wipe your makeup off. Don't sleep with your makeup on. It turned out great. Thank you, Tammy. Lashes like make my eyes look way down. It's weird. Yeah, lashes can do that. What's the name of that mascara? Love it. It is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. Is it the ColourPop BFF lip liner? It is. This is the ColourPop BFF liner. I have every single one of the BFF liners. I think there's 4 or 5 of them. But I own a lot of the ColourPop lip liners because they're so good and they're so affordable. And even when they sharpen to a point, which I love. I actually hate retractable lip liners. They're not too creamy. They're not too waxy. They're freaking perfect. And I like ColourPop, but I find a lot of their products expire really quickly. But you will find me buying their lip liners every chance I get. Yeah, their lip liners are really good. Like, hold on. This is my lip liner collection. And it's mostly ColourPop. And I mean, some of these lip liners have so much damage. They're little itty bitty guys. But yeah, once I take out all my ColourPop lip liners, that's what I have left. I love their lip liners. Now, Essence, which is the same person or company that makes this mascara, their lip liners are nice too. They're a little bit more, I don't know what the word would be, a little bit more stiff. Like, they don't glide on as easy as the ColourPop ones do, but they're not bad for the price. They're like $2 or $1.99 or something. They don't have the best shade ranges, like color-wise, but they're not bad. I'm trying to think. Bite Beauty, they're on the expensive side, but their lip liners are really good. Like, I've used this one. It's a little itty-bitty guy. I have Kylie Cosmetics lip liners here. I don't really like these. When you sharpen them, they just don't sharpen right, and like the product falls out. Like, as you can see, it literally just fell out everywhere. I'm just gonna actually throw this lip liner away right now because I've had it for years. I don't use it anymore. I don't support Kylie Cosmetics anymore, so. But yeah, ColourPop, hands down, my favorite. I just decluttered like all of my lip liners. So what I have in my collection now is what I love. I will say, if you're looking for like a high-end lip liner, Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk is worth the hype. Like, you can see, I've used this little guy so much, it's down to nubs. But yeah, I love ColourPop's lip liners so much. They're definitely worth the, I think, $6 or $8 that they are. And they have an awesome shade range as far as like lip colors for their lip pencils. Hey, Tarrah, it's Nikki Grimes' daughter. Hi, Haley. How are you, darling? Hello, everyone. Hi, Brooke. How are you? Thank you. We just did this makeup look on this live. And I use the Beaut Bean Shroud Cosmetics It's Freakin' Bats palette because it's gorgeous. I got it today in the mail after waiting months for it. So I wanted to play with it on live. And everyone picked the colors. And I think they did an amazing job picking the colors because the look came out beautiful in my opinion. I'm glad that you're good. Yeah, I like a creaming crayon, not a colored pencil texture. I don't like the Kylie Cosmetics at all. It's junk. Yeah, so Kylie was launched when I first started getting into makeup. So like, I didn't really understand formulas yet. I didn't understand any of that type of stuff. So I thought that it was good quality back then. Like that lip liner I just threw away is like 5+ years old. Like it's from the original launch of her lip kits. I just got rid of her liquid lipsticks, but I kept the lip liners. I don't know why, but I did. But yeah, it's not good quality. Like now that I know what good quality is, I'm like, why did I ever think? You know what is good quality though? Have you ever tried Lunar Beauty by Manny MUA? His shit is so bomb. I have tried all of his eyeshadow palettes. They're bomb. His liquid lipsticks, I don't really like liquid lipsticks anymore, but they're so comfortable. You don't feel anything. They don't wear away quickly. Like I could wear this red to work for a double and it'll last me all day in a hot ass kitchen. Absolutely beautiful. I own a few of his liquid lipsticks. His lip glosses are beautiful. Love his makeup brand so much. So I did a giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers for the Lunar Beauty. It was his last palette that he put out. I can't remember the name of it right now, but the Eclipse one. And somebody won the giveaway, but they didn't follow the they didn't follow the rules. So I still have that eyeshadow palette. So I'm probably going to be doing a giveaway here soon, and I have some more stuff I want to give away in that giveaway. So maybe I'll do it when I hit 4,000 subscribers. I also have some stuff from Makeup Eraser that I want to put in that giveaway. I have a pair of tie-dye pants that I want to give away because they have enough stretch to where they're one size. So I feel like that could fit a huge range of people. I have so much stuff. I have stuff from small businesses. I have a candle. I have a lot of stuff that I want to put into a giveaway for you guys. So maybe I'll do it when I hit 4,000 subs on here. My earrings match my makeup. They do. I didn't intend for that to happen. My friend made these. She goes by Simply with a Y. So SYMPLY Silver on Instagram. She makes a bunch of jewelry. She made these. They're actually really beautiful. Like you see the detail in the steel, or the silver, I mean. They're so beautiful. She's made quite a few rings that I wear. That ring that I wear looks black, but when you flash it, it has green, which is green tourmaline. She made that as well. My mom told me she talked to you about me doing tarot. Yeah. What do you want to know about tarot? If you want, you can, if it's okay with your mom, you can reach out to me on Instagram and I can answer any questions you have. I'm just starting to get back into makeup. I think I told you before, so I've been watching videos, experimenting at night. So I'm still buying things here and there, but I will definitely check out the liquid lip out. Oh yeah, I don't want to make anybody buy money or buy money. Yep, Tarrah, your brain, buy money. I don't want to make anyone feel like they need to buy things, but if you're in the market for like a liquid lipstick, definitely really good, or in the market for a eyeshadow palette, Lunar Beauty is definitely good, but you can also find really good makeup that's affordable, so you don't have to spend a ton of money to get good nice makeup. I used to think that you had to spend all this money, but you definitely don't. I don't have Instagram, but I'm sure my mom can ask the questions I have. Absolutely, Haley. They are beautiful. Yes. What did you mean? What's beautiful, my darling? The lip liners or the cards? I love this new deck so much. I just love Dame Darcy in general, you guys. Probably gonna end this live soon. I really don't want to have to take my makeup off. Like, I'm really sad about it. Oh, you know what I do have? I have some oil-based makeup remover. I can use that to take my makeup off. Yeah, the earrings. What about I just saw Ashley saying the earrings. Hold on. I know I don't want to get any more makeup from James Charles after what he did. Yeah, I could understand. Oh, the earrings. Yeah, they are really beautiful. She's super talented. I just know so many super talented people. Also, my shirt is made by a small company that upcycles. My brother just messaged me about the video I put of my stepdad on TikTok. And he's like, you need to put that video on TikTok. And I'm like, he just messaged me that. Dude, I already put it on TikTok. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So this small company, they go to the thrift store and they upcycle like stuff from the thrift store. And I freaking love their stuff. And they have all these cool like retro pieces that they make. And it's just super cool. But I love supporting small businesses. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before I end the live? Just let me know. Have you tried Aviana's palette? No, I have not, my darling. I haven't bought a lot of makeup recently. I've been buying more skincare and all that other stuff. I'm back with showing my husband Bella K. We're getting a lost love reading from her. Damn it. I was trying to remember her name earlier because somebody asked me about a lost loved one reading, like where they could get one at the beginning of this live, and I couldn't remember their name. And the person that I know, they don't they're not doing lost loved one anything right now. They don't do readings, but they connect with lost loved ones. They're not doing them right now because they're on a break. They do that. They work with lost loved ones and they take, you know, like 6 months to like re-energize, recoup, whatever. But I knew you guys, like a few of you guys had mentioned what's her name again? Bella K, who does lost loved one readings. And I've heard amazing things about her. So I was trying to remember earlier and I couldn't remember. So maybe if the person watches the playback of this, good night, Haley. Have a good night's sleep, honey. Hopefully if the person watches the replay of this, they can hear that that's what her handle is. Love that hoodie. Thank you, Lady J. This was actually made by Pink Gem Art. This is their name, Pink Gem Art. So like pink, the color, gem, Gem Art on Instagram. And I own a lot of stuff from them. They do some really pigmented, beautiful tie-dye, like some of the most pigmented tie-dye I've ever seen. Yeah, they're a little expensive, but I can promise you, like, the quality of the tie-dye is really good. Like, really, really good. You get what you pay for when you pay for tie-dye, for sure. I also have somebody that I buy tie-dye from that upcycles clothes, and her stuff is super affordable. Her name is Moody Mixtures on Instagram. I love tie-dye. I'll send you her profile. Okay, thank you, Nikki. But yeah, I'm about, like I said before, I'm about to end this live. So if there's any, good night, Haley, again. If there is anything you guys want to talk about really quickly, we can talk about it. I need to, y'all, I still have not edited or finished editing because I've started my Turnabout Ranch video. So I know that was supposed to go up tonight, but I also didn't expect for my whole family to come home with my boyfriend today when he came home from work. Like, he came home from work and walked in with my mom and my niece, and I was like, and pizza. And I was like, what's going on? He's like, oh, family day. I'm like, okay, I'm down. So I kind of didn't work at all today on social media stuff. I just put my phone down, hung out with the kids, the family. It was nice. I answered a few emails and stuff, but that was about it. Posted a few TikToks of our family day, but other than that, yeah, it was nice. I'm really freaking, this is my favorite card of all time, which is, my hands don't want to pick things up, the Temperance card. Just in general, any deck, favorite card, Temperance. is the best tarot card in my opinion. I don't know why I'm so drawn to, I mean, I know why I'm drawn to it, but I'm so drawn to it. And this one is just so beautiful. I started to watch her live, but then I saw the state she was in at the very beginning already. I had to stop. Yeah, you know, I always say that if watching Ashley affects your mental health or anything like that, then, or your sobriety, if you're in recovery, don't watch. And I know there was I was tagged in a girl, what's her name again? Something Matt. We Do Recover Matt or something like that. She's a TikToker, 1993. I was tagged in a bunch of TikToks she did today talking about how she was an Ashley supporter, how she saw the condition that Ashley was in. She reached out to Ashley privately as a recovering addict and was just like, you know, trying to be there for Ashley. And Ashley read her and like shared some of her personal story with Ashley in private DMs. And Ashley read them out loud to her audience. Luckily, Ashley only had like 20 people in her live at the time that she read them because she wasn't as big as she is now because this was October of last year. But this poor girl was bullied so bad. It affected her growing on TikTok. They were coming for her kid. They threatened CPS on her. That, I mean, it's bad, her story, like what she went through. And, you know, she said that she was so scared to say anything about it until now because so many people are now seeing the light. But she's like, you know, one of the first people, I guess. She said she was one of the, now I don't know if she was one of the first people because I've only known about all this for a few months, but she says she was one of the first people to start talking about Ashley and trying to bring awareness to her condition. And she was like, people were telling her that they wished her 2-year-old son's skull would get smashed, like bad, horrible stuff. So yeah, I really hope Carrie's okay. I still have her on my mind. I'm gonna send her a DM when I get off this live. We should all send Carrie some well wishes and love. I'm really worried about her. Oh, that place is horrible. I saw that interview Bad Baby did on it. Yeah, it's really bad. Your mom goes to college. I explain a lot of stuff in my video, though. Just watching the mods delete any and all comments that are showing concern is sickening me. Yeah, but sadly, it's not going to stop. That's horrible. It really is, Lady J. It's a slow motion snuff film. It's sick. The mods don't care. Absolutely. Your jacket is a reverse tie-dye. They bleach, then tie-dye. Yeah, yep. My jacket is reverse tie-dye. You are right. I'm praying for Carrie and her family. Me too. I'm really worried about her. Carrie has a lot going on. That's why I appreciate her support so much and like her modding. I mean, I appreciate everybody that mods, that is here and like supporting me and supporting, you know, everything. I just appreciate Carrie, obviously, because she does so much. Like yesterday when my live got attacked, she spent so long going back through the comments, deleting everything that was bad and blocking those people. Like, she does a lot. She sends me a lot of stuff. She always sends me cute messages and stuff like that because she knows I'm stressed out. And always tries to do stuff to make me smile. And I really appreciate her. How late I was on till I think like 1:30 last night. And then stuff hit the fan. Let me just say that. It was really bad. My live started getting, well, Nikki can tell you, my live started getting bombarded. I thought it was bots at first. But then when Carrie showed me the screenshots, I realized that it was definitely targeted because they were making fun of me. And they kept changing, like making new accounts and changing the name. Yeah, she's super sweet, Nikki. I love her so much. And like I said, she has a lot going on. So I just appreciate her taking the time out of her day to like see how I'm feeling and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just appreciate it a lot. But and she did some stuff today that she definitely didn't have to do in regards to some stuff that happened to Ashley at the Petco situation. Like, she's just such a kind soul, and she's one of the sweetest people I've met during this whole experience. But I forgot what I was saying before. I'm just so worried about her. Oh yeah, so I thought the attack last night was just bots, like random bots, because sometimes that happens. Like, people will just come in to troll, but there were certain sayings that these accounts were saying, and there were certain things they were doing, and they were making fun of things that I was saying in real time. So I definitely believe that it was a targeted attack. I don't think it was Ashley, but I definitely think it was a targeted attack, maybe by a loyal follower of hers or something like that. But it just sucks. And then they said at the end of it, like, yeah, end your live. That means I win. Like, super childlike. And I'm like, I don't care if you win this, whatever it is. You can win. You can have that. I don't care. But it was so, like, some of the things they were saying and, like, the screen names could be so triggering to some people. Luckily, it doesn't trigger me, but I'm not worried just about me. I'm worried about everybody in my community and in my chat. And I leave my chats up on my live streams. So I'm worried about my community and the people watching my content, looking at the comments. It's not just about me. So, yeah, it was definitely, in my opinion, a targeted attack on me and my community. Which was crazy because at the time that they stormed my live, we were talking about candles. That's what we were talking about, was candles. So, I don't know. Hi, I'm new here. I just found Ashley through TikTok and started joining her lives. I'm trying to be positive, kind to her, but I wish I knew how to help her, but also know the person must want help first. If you can figure out a way to help her, Libby, I would love to hear it. Because that's all of us want, is for her to get help. From watching your videos, just wanted to say I appreciate your approach with grace and tact when you talk about her and her situation. You seem lovely. Thank you, Libby. I don't see the point of being mean and malicious, and I feel there's so many accounts that are doing that already. And I know how it feels to be in that dark of a place and that miserable. And so many people are like, let's take her down. Why? We don't need to take her down and get rid of her and all. She needs help. And her behavior, in my opinion, is her behavior is, in my opinion, because of the addiction, not because she is that way on the inside. Plus, I believe she's gone through a lot and has not processed those traumas. Oh, my horrible people. It was definitely targeted. Definitely, Nikki. It's sad and unfortunate that people stoop to that level. It shouldn't happen to anyone, anywhere. Absolutely, Tammy. No one messes with Tarrah. Well, thank you. Did she get the apartment? I don't know. Supposedly, she moves in tomorrow, or she signs her lease tomorrow at noon, I was told, was what she was saying today. She said tomorrow, so we should, yeah, she said, that's what I was told by somebody who messaged me, was that she signs her lease tomorrow at noon on her lunch break or on their lunch break or something. I don't know. Like I said before many times, I was really happy for her to get the apartment because I wouldn't wish homelessness on anybody. But it makes me worried now of her being alone because of everything that's gone on the last few days. Like, I'm really worried about her, to be honest. And I don't know, what happened at Petco, the way that she was, and could you imagine if that person gets fired or got fired because she decided to go on a rant when that person wasn't even, that employee wasn't even rude to her? He was so polite to her. I've seen the clips. Could you imagine if that person lost their job, their livelihood, because Ashley, who is not someone to try to school us on customer service, isn't she the one that said before the customer isn't always right? That she's been in customer service for how many years? And she knows better than everybody else, so she can be rude because the customer isn't always right. But then when it's turned around on her and she's the customer is always right. Make it make sense. Yeah, it's definitely hard to watch. She can be really cruel at times, but I agree with you. It's definitely the addiction talking, I think, whether... Well, either way, new subscriber here. Thank you, Libby. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I've watched her since late last year, and after the last 3 days, I can't watch anymore. Yeah, Lady J. I've had a hard time watching her, even the re-upload clips of her in the last few days, because even though I'm super comfortable, I'm not comfortable, but I'm super confident, I should say, in my recovery, it's a lot. It's a lot. And with all the clips that I've watched, and I know I'm not the only one because I watch a lot of clips, but I know people follow every little thing of her, but it comes to a point where it's unhealthy. If you find, I say it all the time, I've said it like 5 times in this live, if you find that things are triggering you or things are affecting your mental health, you need to not watch. You need to step away. And that goes for everybody, not just Ashley. Like, if you found my content triggering and it was affecting your mental health, don't watch it. Like, that's why I had to unsubscribe from a lot of drama channels, because I found that it was just super negative all the time, and people were just blowing things, the smallest things, out of proportion, and I just found it to be negative. That's why I don't watch the news anymore. Instead, I read articles because I was finding it super depressing and triggering and negative, and it's not what I wanted. And that's why when I make commentary content, I try really hard to be as balanced as possible, to not be cruel. Have I made mistakes? Abso-freaking-lutely, I've made mistakes. But I try really hard to not be that way, because I feel like you don't need to be absolutely cruel to prove your point. The Walmart trip was so bad, she yelled at all her supporters and said she doesn't trust any of them. Yeah, the clips I saw were awful. She was in the wrong. She showed the guy who works there. Yes, she did. And she tried to claim she didn't. That crying BS trying to get people to send her $200 to $300 needs a dresser and a desk and blah, blah, blah. Like, the begging is pathetic. And they are like, here, 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 take every dime I have. I think the $200 missing was the start of a setup for tomorrow's failure. What do you mean the $200 missing, Grant? I don't know about that. I don't know anything about a $200 missing, my love. Oh, I definitely think that $200 BS is a scam to get money, and that she won't have the place tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what the $200 missing is either, Nikki. She said someone stole $200. I couldn't make out most of the whining, but she said someone shorted her $200 at the shop, or someone took it from her in today's live. At the shop, she said it was probably a customer. What? She claimed that a customer stole $200. She counted the money wrong. No, I call BS. Unless she was so out of it that she genuinely did count the money wrong, which could be a possibility. I always like to play devil's advocate, but as someone who has worked in customer service and handled money literally my entire career, no, I don't believe that. I do not believe that for a freaking second that she miscounted her money or the money from the customer. And if she did, that's her fault and her mistake. I wonder if she miscounted the $8,000 that was allegedly stolen from the shop as well. I know that that was in checks, but you know what I mean. Same concept, in my opinion. Same idea, I mean. She said they shorted her on hours for work also. I mean, I believe that she's getting paid partially in cash and partially in other things, if you know what I mean, from her job. That's just my opinion, though. My opinion, allegedly conspiracy. I believe that shop does more harm than good for her. And I feel like if she could get away from that shop, she would be a lot better off. But that's just my opinion. Like the way she looked terrified when the police showed up, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday when they asked, or it was the day before yesterday, when the police showed up and she was talking to them and she's like, I'm not going to try to tell you how to do your job, but da 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 da. When the police were asking to speak to the owner of the shop, Pease, I think his name is, she looked terrified of that police officer going into the shop. And then she jumps out of the car. No, 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 no. Let me get him. Let me have him come to you because he won't hear you. It's more like you just don't want him in there. You don't want that cop in there because you don't know what that man is doing right now in that shop. That's how I see it. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, I call BS. Yeah, I couldn't figure out if it was a transaction gone wrong or a pickpocket situation. It's a scam, I agree. It's just so the ones who buy her lies feel bad for her and send her money. Probably. Her supporters are going to report the shop for underpaying her. They're gonna F shit up. Well, I think that the shop should be reported for underpaying her because it is against the law. She doesn't file taxes. She's paid under the table, which a lot of people work under the table and don't file taxes. That's one thing, but she's working way more than what she's allegedly being paid. So, I mean, there's just a lot of violations there. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And she's committing tax fraud, in my opinion. Yeah, I know they were called today, Christina. I'm not watching her YouTube channel, though. I'll wait for somebody to send me the video. Yeah, I got it from Rich Lux, Tammy. As much as I don't agree with some of the stuff Rich Lux does and says, that man is one entertaining man, and he's got so many really good catchphrases. I also love Luscious, too. I feel like Rich Lux got a lot of his lingo from Luscious Massacre, but that's just my opinion. Yes, I noticed that she was so protective over him entering the shop. Absolutely, she was. Like, I've never seen that girl move quicker when she realized that cop was going to go into that shop. No, 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 she was in the car and she like jumped out of that car so quick for Ashley. Like, that girl won't even get up to freaking clean her own desk. That girl won't get up to do anything like that, but yet she freaking hauled ass, in Ashley terms, to get that man to come to that door before the police went in there. Oh, these cards are just so pretty. I'm literally just playing with cards till they fall out so I can look at the artwork. I agree they should be reported, but I don't think her supporters realize how it'll affect her when they think it's magically make Peas pay her more. Yeah, it won't make Peas pay her more. And I reported the stuff that she said to the IRS because I definitely think that she's made enough income to where she should be reporting it. Even if it is whatever thousand she's supposed, some people say. I was always told it was $600 or more you needed to report it. I do people's taxes, but I don't, everybody's taxes that I do, they don't own their own businesses. So I'm not a tax expert. I basically have a blueprint that I go by and I do people's taxes that I know because I live in a small community. And it's very, very basic tax stuff that I know. But I've had some tax people I've talked to say it's $600. I've had some tax people say it's like $24,000, something like that. Don't quote me on the numbers. I definitely think she's made over a certain amount of money for her to be claiming it on her taxes. And I don't know what she's going to do when her tax stuff comes up with YouTube, because if she's smart, she would be putting a portion away every time she gets paid, and she would do her taxes quarterly. But I don't think she knows anything about that type of stuff, because I don't think she was ever taught how to do that type of stuff, which is not her fault. My guess is he is taking so much of her paycheck to pay back the money. Yeah, probably, Lady J, but I also think that money is not the only way that he's paying her. Tarrah, would you want to pull cards for me? I never did tarot before. I'm kind of nervous doing tarot readings on a live stream, but if you send me a DM, I can pull cards for you. And I'll do it for free. You don't need to pay me. Do you understand tarot cards at all? Because I read tarot very intuitively, if that makes sense. I mean, I definitely use the basic guides of what each card means, but I also read more intuitively. But yeah, if you send me a DM, I'm more than welcome to pull cards for you. And you can let me know what you need guidance with, and I can do that for you. Okay, well, I can help walk you through it. You can let me know in the DM what you're looking for as far as guidance. What is your intention with having your cards pulled? And we can go from there. I've only been reading cards for a few years now. It hasn't been very long. Even though tarot's always been in my family, I never really, like, I would play with cards and look at them and stuff, but I wouldn't, there's a difference between like looking at tarot cards and like pulling cards on your own and reading tarot, if that makes sense. So I've only been doing it for a little bit now. Like, for me, it's very beginner. In my opinion, if you've only been doing it like a year or two, you're a beginner. But I feel like, too, I need to get out of my shell of being scared to read for people that aren't in my immediate circle, because that's how you get better as a reader, is by reading for other people. So I really should get out of my own head with that. She stays there for a reason. Anywhere else could pay her more, and she still stays there and cries. Absolutely. I think that it's also hard for her to leave there too, because of her relationship with Rice, I believe is what his name is. She is technically self-employed, so that should be taxed, and she should have a business license. I'm a self-employed barber. I pay taxes and have a business license. You're absolutely right, lady. That's how I feel too. When they call the cops, they need to tell them to watch her live so they can see her. When the cops come, she straightens up. Yeah, Christina, I was actually sent all of the information for Ashley's like local police today, and like the email, all that stuff. So I know someone who's been sending the police all of her concerning clips from her live streams of the usage of the you-know-what stuff, of the falling asleep stuff where it gets to be concerning, the gargling, all that jazz. So hopefully the police look at it. I mean, I know she lives in a very populated area and like works in a not so good area. So I'm sure the police are backed up and probably have, in their opinion, more things that are with higher concern that they need to worry about. But hopefully somebody at the department will take it seriously. The problem is that I've said this before, I've said it a million times. People call the police when it's not for serious reasons on her. Like, I had somebody comment on one of my videos about Ashley saying, oh, well, if she doesn't feel safe, then I should call the PD and have them pay her a visit. And it's like, what? Why would you call the police for that? Just because she's being paranoid and irrational, talking about people knowing which Walmart she's at. That's not a reason to call the police. And I will tell you that if people keep calling the police when it's not for serious reasons, the police will start tracing those numbers and will take action at some point, because now it's starting to be a nuisance for them, because they're constantly there, and it is draining resources that could be going to somebody that is actually in need. Now, are there times that the police should be called because Ashley's doing things that are concerning? Abso-freaking-lutely. But it's all those false calls that are what is wrong. I see someone saying good night. Oh, good night, Kevin. Thanks for being here. And thank you for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. I hope I made you proud with my eyebrows. I'm not super happy with them, but I think they came out all right once I feathered them up. I'm so glad. Good luck with your homework grades and with school, Kevin. Thank you, Christina. They're the Mermaid Tarot by Dame Darcy. I just love how like vintage they look. Super beautiful, right? Super, super beautiful. Police can't do, oh, I already read that. Feud, don't want homework, I read that. Do you ever feel afraid to read for yourself? Some days I'm like, cards, please don't tell me about my life today. Yeah, Grant, Martha Grant, I have had days like that. Actually, today was really weird. I read everybody's cards and then I decided to obviously do my own readings because I read for myself every single day. And I hadn't read for myself yet, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna read for myself. And the cards the cards I was pulling, I was like, why am I pulling these cards? Like, I had to do a lot of self-reflection today, but I definitely have days where I'm scared to do readings on myself for sure. Baltimore City is awful. The juvenile detention I worked in was 90% kids from Baltimore City. Yeah, I can totally believe that. Tonight it was 3 visits, police, EMS, and fire. Then just fire 3 tonight at different times. Tarrah, the truth is she needs her family, but most importantly, she needs her mom. People become addicts not only from hereditary circumstances, but also denial about things they are running from. I agree with that. If she is really getting the apartment, I don't think she will make it a month. And if it's on live, no one has the address. What's the name of the cards again? They're called the Mermaid Tarot by Dame Darcy. I don't know if you can screenshot this. I'm just holding it up just in case you want to screenshot it. But yeah, I agree about the apartment stuff. But I will say she did make a comment on one of her re-uploads, or maybe it was a TikTok that I was sent where she basically said that somebody commented like, oh, don't tell anybody where you live at the new apartment. And she was like, it's public records. I'm not trying to hide from anybody. So I feel like there's enough people that are watching that will probably figure out where her apartment is, or she'll dox herself because she does that because she's just not there all the way because she's under the influence, that she doxes herself without even realizing it. So I feel like it'll be out where she is staying. But I do feel like some people are just becoming unhealthily obsessed with every little thing that has to do with Ashley. The sad thing about that is her mom said even if she's sober, she doesn't want anything to do with her. Her sister said the same. Yes, Nikki. I feel really bad for Ashley when it comes to the family stuff. And I know that I'm a broken record, but again, 2 people that have the same upbringing, same mother, same father or stepfather, same parental roles, things like that, can have 2 totally different experiences. Totally different experiences. Children, one child can be favored more than another child. There's so many factors that go into it, especially if you start talking about trauma, SA, that kind of a thing, where possibly a child wasn't believed when they were SA'd. Maybe family didn't want to believe that a person could SA. said child, so they blame the child. I'm not saying that's what happened, but, you know, just from things that have been said from both parties. So, you know, there's just a lot of things, and it doesn't mean that either person is wrong, right? It just means that they are voicing their experiences. Wow, that is super excessive if it was at different times, multiple times. I think she will in there, and that's me being blunt. That's the low down truth, unfortunately, because it's out of control. I really hope not. Yeah, Dame Darcy makes beautiful cards. She also made this deck. I showed these at the beginning of my live, but I don't think you were in here, Lady J. These are the decks I'm going to show you are the decks I'm going to show you are all 3 decks that she makes. Where did that card just go? This is called the Witchy Cat deck. So it's all different cats, cat themed deck. And I love her artistry because it's so unique. It's just so beautiful. I'm a sucker for art, especially if it's unique enough. I think she just does such a good freaking job, man. Let me find like the Ace of Swords. 10 of Cups. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I love her her artistry so much. Look at this one. Look at that little kitty. But yeah, this is the Witchy Cat deck. I love this deck too. And then she also has another, look at this guy. She also has another deck called this Queen Alice deck, which is the first deck that I ever got from her. And it's the only deck that I own that I only use on myself, which is this deck. And it's like a play on Alice in Wonderland, obviously Queen of Alice, Alice in Wonderland. But it's basically a whole deck that revolves around Alice in Wonderland, but in like Dame Darcy's artistry, if that makes sense. But they're just so well done. So, and there's other decks that are like a twist on Alice in Wonderland, but I feel like Dame Darcy did it so freaking well. The artistry is so good. Like, she made it very true to Alice in Wonderland, but also did a really good job keeping it with tarot, keeping it with being able to intuitively read tarot, and also did a really good job putting her own twist on it. Like, she just did such a good job, in my opinion. I think this is my favorite deck. Well, I know this is my favorite deck. I own the original artwork for this card. This is the Temperance card that I was talking about. And if you're a fan of Alice in Wonderland and you know tarot, like the cards, the artistry that she has in each card, the things that the characters that she uses, everything, they work so well with each card, each suit, oh, it's just so beautiful. I'm dropping cards. Yeah, the Alice cards are freaking, they're my favorite deck by her. She did so much, or such a great job, and you can tell that she really put thought into each and every card, what she was going to put on the card, how it was going to resonate with the movie. Like, we have the Mad Hatter as the Hangman, you know, like, she did such a good job. We have the Cheshire Cat as the Magician. It's just so good. So freaking good how she did this. I can't even. And she also played on like the original Alice in Wonderland story and the movie. So it's not just like the movie, like the movie. The movie. I think of Austin Powers. The movie. It's just, I don't know. We got Humpty Dumpty for the tower. I don't know. Like I said, if you're an Alice in Wonderland fan, the books, the movies, and you know tarot, you understand what I'm saying when I say that. But yeah, I could keep flipping through. The artwork is just so freaking beautiful. And I'm a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. So I am here for it. Look at that. Tell me these aren't funny. But yeah, this is another card I really love the artwork on. And I mean, the other two decks I own, the artwork is really beautiful too, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, something about the colors, just everything that you see in this deck, I love. And it is my deck. Like, I only use this deck on myself. That is it. Because I'm so drawn to it, and I don't have any deck that I love more than this deck. I love the Modern Witch deck, but because it's so inclusive, but I really love that deck so much. I don't want to upset you, Tarrah, but it's true. No, it's okay. My dad was an addict, and I never turned my back on him. That would have been so much worse for him. Exactly, Nikki. I want the best for everyone, but me wanting someone to succeed is different than someone voting for themselves. She has to vote for herself because she does matter. She is a human, but God only gives you so many chances. And if you take it for granted, then you play Russian roulette and you have to be ready for what happens. Absolutely. But the problem is that when you are an active addiction, you're not thinking of that. Yeah, that deck is really, 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 yeah, Dame Darcy. Dame Darcy is the name of the person who makes these decks and that Alice deck. Just got here. Your eyes are gorgeous. Thank you, Lily. My phone died. What's the name of the artist for the deck? They're gorgeous. That was Dame Darcy, but Martha already posted. But yeah, so the Mermaid Tarot, this is the artwork. These are a little bit more faded because this was her first deck. The Mermaid Tarot was the first deck that she ever made. And then this is the second deck she ever made. And then the Witchy Cat deck is the third deck she ever made. This is the newest deck. I pre-ordered it. Which it's funny because this was her first deck that she ever made, but it was the last deck that I bought. And she has a newer version where the colors are a little bit more vibrant with this deck, but I bought her older version because I actually like the more vintage, soft look to these cards of the Mermaid Tarot. I'm just going to flip through them really fast, and I have it set so I can see it. Well, I thought I had it set. No, and I know that personally, but sober me thinks logically. Well, of course we think more logically when we're sober. Look at the Moon card. But yeah, even though, like I said, these are a little bit more muted, they're a little bit more faded, to me, they just look vintage, and they actually fit that mermaid-esque vibe. Like, look at the World card. I don't know, something about her artwork, just, I love it so much. Oh, there's Dame Darcy herself right there. And I love that Dame Darcy is not afraid to be her. Like, look at the Death card. But yeah, I might as well just flip through them all because I just really love her artwork. Like, look at this. And it's crazy because, like, look. Do you think Seven of Wands means something might be going on? Like, look at that girl's face. She's like, meh. Oh, that's a note from Dame Darcy. And the other thing I love about Dame Darcy is that she always is so personal. Like, when you buy stuff from her, like, she's the one shipping the stuff out. She is the one connecting with her fans. She has a Patreon. And like I said before, she's pretty famous in Japan as well, which I thought was pretty cool. Look at that one. This card is gorgeous. And I just love how she takes the theme, because some tarot cards, they have a theme, right? Like you have Nightmare Before Christmas card, like tarot cards. You have all kinds of theme tarot cards now. But a lot of them don't, with the theme, they don't make it fit the card itself. Like the Three of Swords. When I look at this card, I see the Three of Swords, right? With some, and it's still mermaid themed. But some people that make cards will make like the Queen of Wands. I can get the Queen of Wands from this card. I hope I'm making sense when I say this. She does such a good job with that. I really like this one. Good night, Lily. The Wheel of Fortune. But yeah, she just does a really, really, really good job, in my opinion, with that. Because a lot of the theme cards that I see, they're not done very well. Like at all. I love the Lovers card in this one too. Look at how beautiful that is. But yeah. Did you like the colors on the Queen Alice one or the mermaid one, Nikki? Good night. Your mom goes to college. I hope you have a wonderful night, my darling. I'm probably going to end this live here in a minute. I'm starting to lose my voice. Okay, I'm glad you understand what I'm saying, Lady J. Maybe I'll do a quick, I know this is probably boring to some people, but if you're a tarot lover, you might like these flip throughs. Yeah, the mermaid one is like, I like it. Even like I said, I keep saying it, even though it's kind of muted, it's kind of vintage looking. I'll flip through this cat one and then I'll end the live just because I want to showcase. I love showcasing people's art. And I know, again, this might be boring to some of y'all, but I truly like looking at this kind of stuff. Have a good night. Your mom goes to college. So fun fact, look at that one. That's cute. I journeyed to find my spirit animal. So I resonate really highly with cats and with owls. Like if she came out with an owl deck, I would be done for. Look at that card. I love the Lovers card. But again, her artistry is just so unique and beautiful. And I've gotten quite a few. Oh, I love the Wheel of Fortune one. Look at those witchy cats. Literally, witchy cats. Oh. Wow, she did a good job with the Devil card. Also, if you ever buy a tarot deck, I know I've said this before, but always make sure you get the Temperance card. Look at, it's my favorite card ever is the Temperance card. I love it. Oh, I'm glad you like looking at them, Lady J. I love tarot card flip-throughs, like tarot deck flip-throughs. They're just so cool, because I'm a sucker for artwork. Yes, me too. I love owls. Give me all the owls. I think this is like the cutest little cat ever, even though he looks evil. But I also like that she has different styles of cats and like different, them in different identities, if that makes sense. I like that they also kept all the same names. I know it depends on the deck, but I have a few decks that have pictures that don't correlate and claim completely different suit names. Yeah, I have a few decks like that too, where they have different suit names. They have different, or they add extra cards in, or again, the pictures don't go with like what the card is supposed to mean. Because I read tarot very intuitively. So I appreciate when the pictures go with what it's supposed to go with. And again, I think Dame Darcy does an amazing job with that. It makes it a lot harder for readings for me at least. Absolutely. I agree with you 1,000%. 1,000,000,000%. Look at the High Priestess, y'all. In all her glory. The Hangman is like so good. I have it upside down, but look at that little cat. And he's got like a little angel cat hanging him on there, which if you know what the Hangman means, like looking at this, I see the Hangman, right? It's so crazy. They're just done so well. So powerful in my opinion. Like even with cats, she made it work, right? Look at this little one sleeping, and then we have all these little buggers. So good. They're just so good. Oh, look at that sad cat. Look at the Queen of Pentacles, y'all. Look at this cat. She's like, I am the shizness. Then we have the Eight of Swords. My daughter's over here. Look at the Emperor. Like, I feel like for a cat deck, the Emperor was done perfect, right? The lion for the Emperor. Like, very masculine, control, power, structure. It's like, of course, the lion, the king of the jungle, right? For the Emperor, it has to be the Emperor if you're going to do a cat deck. It's a cat holding a cat. So freaking good. Look at the sun. The sun is another card I really like too. The Fool, like look at. I just love it. I just love all of this so much. I think they're done so freaking well. I know I keep saying that over and over again. I feel like one of those beauty YouTubers that's like, I'm so obsessed. But I really am. I'm so obsessed. Look at Judgment too. Oh, it's just done so well. Look at him. He's like, strength. The Queen of Wands. And some of Dame Darcy's artwork can get dark, y'all. Like she has this thing called the Meat Bible. And it's, like I said, can get pretty dark. But she also has this beautiful artwork as well. She also has some Bernie Sanders artwork too. That's pretty funny, but... Oh, I love those. I'm glad you love them. I'm glad some of you guys are enjoying the flip through. I wanted the mermaid deck. Now I think I like that deck better. Yeah, it's hard to pick a deck from her. Like I knew when I found her, I wanted the Queen Alice deck, but then I had a hard time picking if I wanted to buy the mermaid deck next or the cat deck next. I ended up buying the cat deck, and then I was like, okay, she had the mermaid deck on sale. And I was like, okay, yep, I need that one. I need to complete my collection. But I feel like any deck that you get from her, you're going to love. If you get one, if you're in the market for one. I'm not trying to get you guys to buy anything. I just really love these decks. And I'm excited about them. But I love how she did the Ace of Swords. Tell me that's not done so well. But yeah, it's really hard. I don't know if her cards are on Amazon. They might be, but just double check her website because she has her own website. She ships everything from her house or her whatever she has. And it's cool if you buy from her site because she sends, most of the time she sends like autographed stuff, which is really cool. And she'll write little messages. Actually, the calendar I have downstairs is from her as well, which I love. I don't know if she still has her calendar for sale, but she did have it for sale for like $7 hairs or something, like super cheap because it's already halfway through the year. But I love her calendar because it has different rituals in there, different spells, different things for like the moon cycles. And she, oh, look at that fat cat. She also has beautiful artwork on the calendar. Yeah, exactly. There is a lot going on, and it gives you so many different ways to interpret. Like, look at these beautiful mountains. And there's just so much detail. Like, you can look at each card and find new things each time, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just really love her artwork so freaking much. And I love her artwork in general, but I love her cards, her decks a lot. But I don't know if you can find her stuff on Amazon. I always just go to her website, which is just damedarcy.com. And the one thing I will say about these decks is they don't come with a guidebook, which I don't mind because I have a million gajillion guidebooks. But if you go to her website, you can print out the free version. She has a free version of what everything means. But she is someone who agrees with and like follows reading tarot intuitively, she says, and that's why she makes them so detailed and really focuses on the artwork with each card, because I looked at the calendar, but they're all sold out. It looked like it also had really, yeah, the calendar is beautiful. I love my calendar from her. And it gets me excited to change the thing over every month, because there's just not only new artwork, but there's new rituals, there's new spells. Like, it's just really cool. But I'm sad it's sold out. Dude, I bet you could DM her and she probably has some that she'd sell you cheap. Yeah, and she's really good with her colors. Like, just, I mean, oh, it's just so good. Such good stuff, man. And like I said before, I've bought decks off Amazon. Like, I bought my Modern Witch deck, which is a super popular deck now. It never used to be, but it is now. I bought that off Amazon. I bought that off Barnes & Noble, but I bought my Cosmic Slumber deck off of Amazon. But I honestly prefer to buy decks from people that are small and they're manufacturing their own, because I feel like the intention is just different than those mass-produced decks. I like the color schemes a lot. Yeah, definitely. I think I just read that. Oh, my legs are starting to freaking hurt. I've been standing all day. And now I've been sitting for so long in like the kneeling position. Oh, I don't want to take my makeup off, guys. So really quickly, I wanted to ask you guys, and if you're watching the live replay, you can let me know in the comments. How do you guys feel about morning lives? Like, is that really inconvenient for some of you? Because with how much I'm going to be working lately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live at night as often. But, yeah, I still plan on going live at least one night a week when I go back to full-blown work 7 days a week here soon. But I could definitely possibly do morning lives or like late morning lives. Like, I could do lives on my way to work and we can just chit chat. If you guys would be interested in something like that, it would just literally be me walking with my phone and like just chit chatting. Yeah, so I would love to know how you guys feel about that, if that's something you would be interested in. If not, that's fine too. I feel bad that I'm going to be working so much, to be honest. And I want to be able to dedicate time to you guys too. And then after I get done with this live tonight, I'm going to be, yeah, Nikki, it wouldn't be, yeah, I'm going to be working a lot. I really like going live though, because I like spending time with the community. But I don't know, I'll figure it out. Like I said, I know I'll at least be going live one night a week while I'm working my every single day. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm going to edit once I get off of this live, and then I'm going to edit the rest of what I don't edit tonight tomorrow. And hopefully by tomorrow night, fingers crossed, I will have my Turnabout Ranch video up for you guys. I'm really sorry. It should have gone up tonight, but I didn't want to spend the whole time my family was here editing. I almost did. I almost did. And then I was like, something in me was like, no, spend time with your family. So I did. Tattoo Tarot by tattoo artist Megan Munden is also gorgeous deck for anyone interested. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. Probably the coolest art I've ever seen on a deck to this date. Ooh, I'm definitely going to have to check that out. Personally, I'm fine with whatever, but I also don't have a job or little kids to care after, just me and the cats while my husband is at work. Okay. Well, I'll definitely think about it. It wouldn't, if I were to do like late morning lives, they wouldn't be as long as my night lives, and I would have to have a strict time of when I would have to stop because obviously I would be going to work. So, it would probably be like 8 a.m. Or as late as like 9:45, 10 a.m. Yeah, it would be when my kids are in school. Yeah, I did need family time for sure, Lady J. But my kids would be in school, so if it was coming between like me going live before work or spending time with my kids, I would spend time with them obviously, but if they're in school, then it's like I might as well go live and like hang out with you guys while I walk to work, or like hang out with you guys while, you know, I do my morning journaling or whatever. It's really nice. It also has the nicest packaging out of any deck I own, and believe it was also one of the cheapest. I got mine at Barnes & Noble. I'll definitely have to check that out. Thank you, Shannon, for the recommendation. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. And I always post on TikTok and Instagram when I'm going live, and I try to give people a few hours notice, and then I remind people like 10 to 30 minutes before. And then if you're subscribed to my channel and have the bell, hit the bell and click all, you'll get notified every time I go live. And plus I like re-upload my live. So if you miss it and you want to watch it, you can. You don't have to watch it, but if you wanted to watch it, you can. I work in the day, but I don't contribute much. I'm mostly just a listener, so do what's best for you. Well, socially engineered, if you're here, you're contributing. So don't say that. I appreciate people that don't comment and all that and you do comment. What are you talking about? But I appreciate anybody that's even here because you're spending time. Time is the most valuable thing in the world. You're spending time here, so I appreciate your support and your input matters to me. Morning or night also doesn't matter. It is whenever is best for you and your schedule. Mental health, take care of yourself. We love you. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. Even if I miss one of your lives, I watch it when it goes up on your channel later. Can't miss Tarrah time. Oh, that really means a lot to me, Shannon. Thank you. That means so much to me when you guys say stuff like that. If you do morning, I will have to watch it later. Okay. I definitely want to incorporate doing more morning lives or at least one a week, because I have a lot of people that message me and are like, darn it, because they live in different countries, right? So they're never able to catch a live of mine because of that. So I definitely do want to incorporate them somehow. I will still do the night lives though, so that's not going away anytime soon, if ever. But I do want to and have been thinking about doing the morning lives, like I said, but I want to make it clear that if I do morning lives, which I'll make it clear in the live when I start it, that they have to be more structured because I have a time limit. Like, I'm not going to be late for work over a live stream. And if that sounds rude, I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, my boss is cool if I got to be late. That's one thing, you know, if it's something with the kids or an emergency for something, but I mean, I probably could tell my boss I'm going to be late because I'm on a YouTube live and she'd be fine. But the point is, that's not my work ethic. And I pride myself on being a good worker. So I wouldn't do something like that. If you do morning, I will have to watch it later. I will watch either way. Well, thank you, Kristine. I appreciate that. I don't expect anybody to watch a live re-upload because my lives are usually pretty long. Even if I have a set time in my mind of how long I want a live to go, and I say, oh, it's going to be this cutoff time, it goes beyond that because I just get into the conversation. I'm a talker. I love to talk. I could talk forever if you let me, and I like talking with people. So it can last a long time if I let it. So with the morning lives, I would have to be just a little bit more cautious of my time management when it comes to, okay, you have an hour, Tarrah. You need to make sure that you say, I have an hour, that's it, that's all I can do, kind of a thing. But yeah. All right, guys, I think I'm going to actually end the live now. I appreciate you guys still being here. If you are still here, thank you, Nikki. And Tammy and Christina and Socially Engineered and anybody else who's still here that I've missed, Lady J. And thank you to anyone who watched the chat replay. If you're still here and you've watched not chat replay, the live replay, if you're watching the chat, I keep calling it a chat replay. If you're still here and you're watching, not still here, but if you're here still watching the re-upload of my live stream, comment a alien down in no, we'll do cat. Comment a cat down below in the description box. Or description box. I'm getting tired. Comment box. Comment a cat down below in the description. The comment box if you are watching the replay of the live and you're still here. Also, I want to say I get this question every single time I have a live re-upload from people rewatching the re-upload. The chat will upload when it uploads. I always post the chat with my live streams. I never don't post them ever, always post them. And I can't control when it uploads. My internet is crap. And I believe from my experience with this and having the chat not upload right away, I believe that the chat processes last. So my videos can take up to 10 hours to 15 hours to finish processing. So if the chat is not there for the first 15 hours, it's nothing I can do. If you really want to see the chat and you clicked on come back in a day, and I promise it'll be there. I don't hold the chat for any reason. I don't edit my lives at all because what's the point of going live if you're going to edit it? That's how I feel. But I appreciate you rewatching. If you're rewatching, if you've been here, I appreciate you so much. Thank you to my moderators, Nikki, your mom goes to college, Carrie. Man, I got to send Carrie a DM when I get off of here. Thank you, Nikki, Carrie, and your mom goes to college for being amazing moderators. Thank you to Deb and Kevin who sent super chats tonight. I appreciate both of you, even though you're not here anymore. I appreciate you so very, very much. I still don't think my brows are on fleek, but that's okay. But I hope you guys have a good night. Was laying baby down. Oh, no, that's fine. Have a good night, Nikki. Bye, Lady J. Bye, Shannon. Bye, Christina, Tammy, Shannon, anybody else I missed. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a good night, and thank you for joining me. Bye. Bye, Tammy. Meow.